We got ourselves one heck of a challenge here today. The goal is to win 5 national championships, and while that on its own wouldn't be all that difficult, we have to win 5 national championships with 5 different teams in 15 years, and we're rocking with a random 3-star school to start things off, and we are running with Boston College to start things out. So the way we switch teams, pretty simple. We go to whenever we win a national championship, we have those available job offers that you get given. You got to pick from whatever teams are even offering you. So our options aren't going to be very vast. We're going to get maybe 2 or 3 head coaching offers, and I don't know how good those offers will even be. If it were just straight up win 5 titles in 15 years, staying with a single team, I think it'd be really easy. I think I would be able to do that because you're able to kind of keep the base that you've built up, continue to grow with your prospects, grow with the organization and the program that you've built, but having to constantly switch every single year, or not really having all that much of a choice of what team you're going to be on. You could be getting an offer on a year where you win, where you're going back to a 2-star school, or you're going to a 3-star school. I mean, I guess we could get a job offer from like Georgia or whatever. That would be cool, but maybe not. And to have a situation where you have to go and win, on average, a championship every 3 years, roughly, not going to be easy, especially starting things off with our coach being, bottom floor, no real boost, not really much here. And Boston College is a fine school, but not, one of the better 3-star schools we could have gotten, though recruiting has gone pretty good. I'm only going to really kind of key in on the playoff games, conference championships. Regular bowl games don't really do us all that much, but look at this here. A massive commit during the season. Nick Kane, a 5-star quarterback, and this was honestly one of the best recruiting classes I have had to start things off in a video like this. Boston College goes 7-5, gets a bowl game against Rutgers, and like I said, I won't hyper focus on it. We'll kind of come in, see the highlights, see how things go a little bit, but you can see how the schedule unfolded for Boston College. It's about what I would have expected. I thought at least if you go over 500, you could be satisfied with that. You don't want to see your star rating go down or tank. And the expectations obviously wasn't to compete for the ACC title in year 1, as in this bowl game, have to settle for a field goal 21-17. Obviously would be nice to win the bowl game to help that prestige up, to get every little bit of boost you can get. It mainly is for those hours, though, on a weekly basis, to keep those hours up for the amount of stuff you can allocate towards recruiting. We get a stop, and eventually with 6 minutes to play, Boston College, look at us running on the read option, getting a first down, 5.5 minutes to go. Throw to the outside, caught, broken tackle, and another first down. If I'm really shooting for a goal here, it really feels like I have to win a national title with Boston College. It has to be at least by year 5, I would think. Because I have to also imagine the job offers, the better you get with the more national championships you have on your resume, you'd think the job offers will get better, and eventually you will get like a big-time SEC job or whatever the case is, a big ACC, SEC school, Big Ten school, and it should be easier to win a national championship. Maybe there is a situation where we go one and done with the school. Honestly, I really just went into things pretty blind. I've never used the feature where you go and accept job offers. I barely even touch that because it doesn't really ever pop up in any of the videos that I do. I never have to use it. So it's an experience for me as well, as we are trying to drive here. 40 seconds to go. Sacked. 4th down and 16. And with a bowl loss facing us, a long way to go, hurrying up at 32 seconds to play, and throwing it. That is so, he threw it away on, he threw it away on 4th down. You know what? Sure, don't do that in a playoff game in a couple of years, though. We lose our bowl game on the season. Our quarterback was not good. 17 touchdowns, 12 picks, and 56 completion percentage. Our running back got hurt, even though he did play really good. And at receiver, I mean, when you don't have good QB play, not going to have a whole lot of production at the receiver spot. And not a lot of sack production either. 4.5 was the leader. Not good at all. Like, this team does need a lot of help. Luckily for us, I think getting an ACC school was a good thing to start things out, because the ACC is just not as deep as the SEC or Big Ten, or getting an ACC school or a Big 12 school would have been kind of the ideal thing here. and we'd be able to, have good enough opponents to where our wins are valuable if we go and win 10, 11 games, but it's not going to be as hard to win 10 or 11 games. We can start to get a little serious now as we get to see the recruiting class he brought in. We already had a 5-star quarterback, a couple of other 4-star players, and then hitting the transfer portal and bringing in all these talented guys, 3 stars, 4 stars, guys coming back home, guys like Malachi Coleman coming in, and all these other players from a whole multitude of positions. I built a very well-balanced foundation here, I feel like, and for it being year 1, 7th recruiting class. We got 2 5-stars. That is about as good as it's gonna get, because a lot of 5-stars weren't even really interested in us. I think we only had like 7 that were even open to conversating with us. Others, all of the rest had us locked out. So the fact that we were able to grab like 2 of them, I'd say the strategy here, because we are on such a time crunch with how we have to go and immediately turn things around for a championship, go and get maybe like a dozen high school players, like a dozen like top tier guys, and then the rest just completely fill out with transfer portal players, high floor, just immediate improvements. And you can see that we had an elite dev gem edge rusher, which is cool. Malachi Coleman could come in, be a number 1 receiver. We got Abu Sama being a number 1 running back. Offensive line a lot better. How about, some boosts that we started to upgrade our coach a little bit, have offensive line boosts, some other things here. We're going to also, for this season, since we're obviously not a championship contender, going to prioritize starting some of these younger high development players and trying to get them as close to their ceiling as we can, as fast as we can. So that's where starting a quarterback like Nick Cain's going to come in. He's a star dev, 5-star freshman. He's not the better quarterback, but he is going to be the better quarterback, and we're going to be starting him. So we get to the end of season 2, and it's 7-5 again. Bowl game against Florida Atlantic. That's not ideal. I would have liked to see some improvement, but like I said, I knew we weren't going to be a championship contender, and I wasn't prioritizing going out of my way to win as much as I want to develop the players for the future. And in the bowl game, hey, it looks a whole lot better this time around. I know Florida Atlantic not quite as good as Rutgers, but coming out here, dominating 31-3, 34-3 into the 4th quarter, a dominant bowl win, it looks like, unless we blow a monumental lead here, which we're not going to do. 48-10, your final. And I think now going into year 3 is where we really expect to be actually competing for potential playoff spot. Nick Cain, 19 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. I do apologize, I guess, for a little bit of a slower start when it comes to not having a lot of gameplay immediately off the bat, but, we have to set the foundation here and really start to build things up. Abu Sama got hurt, our other running back got hurt, so we had 2 running back injuries. Malachi Coleman, nice job getting just under 1,000 yards, and the sack production did go up. Had a double-digit guy, 21 tackles for loss. And going into a season where kind of year 3 is always the one when I do these rebuilds where it's like, okay, we got to quickly flip things around here. We've had 2 years of off seasons. Now we got to go out here and actually compete. Our overall took a tremendous leap, going from 77 at the start. Now we're 85. I presume we'll be even better going into the next season, and especially with this class where we go and load up again. I think this is going to be another highly ranked class. We got almost everybody by the end of things. We missed out on 3. 17th, so not as good, but once again, 2 more 5-stars, and we did also focus on getting even more transfer portal players to add on. So we already got a 5-star quarterback who's going to get better, star dev. We have an edge rusher who's elite dev, who's going to be great. We only lost a handful of starting players, and we were replacing them with star players here. That was already 2 on the board. A lot of impacts. Elite dev right there, athlete, high schooler. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that we should be able to at least be a ranked team. I would hope playoffs, though. And you could see, yeah, Nick Cain up to an 87 overall, all things considered. Again, with the going through seasons, we're able to upgrade our coach to get more of the strategical boosts, because that's always what I go after. Strategist is the move always. I do that as head coach, and I go after that as coordinators. I'm fine enough as a recruiter to where I don't need all the recruiting boosts. I don't need all the other stuff. Motivator's cool. Nice stuff in there. I just always go for the ratings boost. You can get +4s, +5 overalls if you triple down with yourself and your coordinators and get a fully maxed out, set of trio of coaches with strategists. And it helps so much to have like a +5 overall across the board. And you can see also we picked up Pickett there, was like one of the top transfer portal players. He's an 89 overall as a redshirt sophomore. And you can see what the roster is looking like here. And then we get to the team being an 89 overall. So yeah, we should be expecting at the very least a top 25 ranking, but I think playoffs very much in the realms of possibility. We get to the end of the season, and there we go, number 8 in the country. We did not make the ACC title game, a 10-2 record that just kind of puts us right into the playoffs without having to do no conference championship stuff, which I'm fine with that. The team is good enough to go on a run, I think, and you can already see we're in year 3. I said at the start, on average, you do the math here, we have to win a championship on average every 3 years. And in year 3, we just made our first playoff appearance. I presume it will get easier the further we get on, but I don't know that for sure. So we got to get things done with every opportunity we get. We have to make the most of it. Starting things off, round 1, UCLA, a 7-7 first quarter. We are at home in the 8-9 matchup. Second quarter, 14-7 lead. Take a 21-7 lead. Going into the half, as usual, we hop into the fourth quarter and spectate these games. You know how it works if you've been around the channel. And the fourth quarter, we're up by 7. UCLA, though, has the football in good field position, but a fourth down opportunity immediately presents themselves. Bruins going for it. No field goal for them. They get the first down. And inside their end zone already, we're taking Nico on and trying to knock him out. Dig screen. And they will get 2 on the play. Second down and a run it right up the middle, and a stop, no gain. Third down and 8. We send the extra man on the blitz. Flag down, incomplete. And this one, I mean, yeah, not gonna matter if it was an incomplete pass. It's a holding. Back them up. Interestingly enough, though, we accept the penalty. I don't really know why. We could have forced a 4th down and 8. Instead, 3rd and 18. Caught, and it's 1 yard shy. 4th and 1. It could have been 4th and 8, but instead, 4th and 1. Nico! Stop shy. He lunged forward, but he could not get it, and we take over. Second down and 6 as UCLA 3 defenders get in the backfield, losing yards. 3rd down and 8, and you can see Nick Kane is not in the game. I mean, yeah, Nick Kane isn't in, not because we benched him or anything. He's hurt. He's hurt. And Boston College defense on the first play of the drive, Nico throws a pick. We go 3 and out in a bad way. Give UCLA the field position, but the defense comes up big off the bat. Direct snap to the back, and there he goes. Nice run at 8 yards into UCLA territory. 6 minutes to play, and powering through gets a yard. Chauncey Bowens has been the guy we lean on all season. 3rd and 1, we sneak it. 4th and 1, I would have liked to get a challenge on that. They didn't even give us 4th and inches. 4th and 1 straight up. They act like we got nothing on that play. We punt the football, no review, no challenge, and UCLA, Nico gets the football out. After getting drilled, he gets it out for a 25-yarder. Now the Bruins on the ground as they slip through, find a lane, and get through for 9 yards with under 5 minutes to play. Draw. It was a high snap, but he gets it out there, and it'll be a first down to the 46-yard line. They've had 2 opportunities with good field position in front of them in this fourth quarter. A turnover on downs and a pick. This time around, they find themselves back where they were at the 35. 4 minutes to play for Nico. He'll keep it. Get to the outside. Gets a block. Nico reaching. Makes a move. What in the world? He reached that football out. Just teased him. Just taunted him. And UCLA down to the 3 now. 3:20 to go. Outside. Wide open. Touchdown. Bruins tie it up. And we got to go back out here on offense and figure something out. We haven't been able to do much on offense in this quarter. Maybe it's the fact that we don't have our quarterback out there. As 3rd down and 2 hits with 3 minutes to play. Quick throw, and it's caught. First down as with 3 minutes to go. Little flip, and that is an awful play. Loss of a yard. We're approaching the 2-minute warning as that throw in traffic. A lot of receivers and defenders in there, but it's going to be caught for a first down. 2-minute warning hits with a clean pocket. He's going to step up. He's running. He's got the first and a lot more into field goal range. No one was there to watch him as Bowens loses 2 on the play. A minute to go. 2nd and 12. Just got to maintain the field position. Dangerous ball incomplete. 3rd down and 12. Do not take a sack. He sheds the sack and he delivers. Oh, it's a touchdown. What a flip. It was looking like we were going to get sacked out of field goal range, and instead he sheds it, delivers a touchdown, and now UCLA picked off. Nico threw it away, and that is likely going to cost them the game. What a 2 plays to change everything, and a playoff win within our sights. A 2nd down and 15. UCLA with all their timeouts as here goes Bowen spinning off a defender. What a run! First down! Game over! And the win for Boston College. What a run! And sealing the deal. What an exciting first game. Just a couple of plays. I mean, that throw for the touchdown for the win was incredible. Hey, he may have been a backup quarterback, but this dude, hey, he took care of business, and we'll appreciate him for that as we open the door back up for our starter to return. I mean, Nick Kane is the guy we are leaning on to be the one to eventually take us to that promised land as we take on Auburn in round 2. Number 1 Auburn, and we have a uphill battle to try to take out the number 1 team in the country, but it's a great start. 14-0 in the first quarter. That is what we love to see. Auburn eventually gets a field goal, gets the ball back, touchdown, and it is going to be a 14-10 halftime score as we get a field goal, a touchdown. Okay, Boston College, what a third quarter. It's 31-10, and Auburn, you're the number 1 team in the country. You got Arch Manning out there. It's Arch Manning getting sacked. When did he end up at Auburn? And he's trying to come out here and win a national championship, and he's not having a lot of success as that throw up top caught, and a great first down inside the 15. Manning, and the end zone, flag down. And I think that might be pass interference, offsides. That's a pass interference. Okay. They'll get the ball out at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal. Handoff. Easy. Walk-in touchdown. And even though it's a score, still down by 14 with 8 minutes to play. Here's Nick Kane back from injury. He was out for a number of weeks. You'll see it when we get to the end of the season recap. He was out for like half the season, so good to have him back, and what a time for him to be here. Maybe you could argue, hey, roll with the guy who just won you a playoff game, but there's a reason that Nick Kane's the starter. He's got the potential. He's got the future. He's the guy we're leaning on. And like I said, to take us to the promised land, as that is a nice play that is somehow going to turn into 9 yards. 3rd down and 3. Keep it on the veer. Up the middle. Kane breaks the tackle and gets the first down to midfield. It's got to feel like you score any points on this drive, it might just be game over, as Chauncey Bowens is averaging 9 yards a carry. I mean, what a star he has been. As a catch for 5 yards. 3rd down and 7. Kane going up top. He wants the deep ball to the end zone. Oh, it's caught. Touchdown. What a catch. And Boston College up by 21. Well, what do you do after that, Arch Manning? I don't think you can really handle keeping up with this offense. And I said maybe, just maybe, we can go on a little bit of a run here. I don't think you understand the magnitude of going out here and winning a championship this soon. It would be monumental in our quest of trying to complete this challenge as Arch Manning delivering good completion after good completion, but is it too late? Does it even matter? There's 3.5 to go. You're down by 21. Manning, touchdown. 14-point game again. Onside kick incoming, and it is up for Boston College, and the Eagles pick it up as we will have it at the 42. Once again, I mean, even if you think it's all over, we could really lock it up with another score here. As 2nd down and 1 on the goal line. Go to Bowens once again. And he's up over 100 yards on the day. 2 minutes to go. Another run. And the backup coming in. He's getting a nice one. 4th down and 4. I don't know why we're going for it, but we are. And we're completing it. for the game. That was unnecessary, I feel like. Just kick the field goal, go up by 3 scores. But hey, I appreciate locking up the game and not wasting any time here. Get to the point, and Arch Manning, the point here was Nick Kane outperformed him, and what a game from him. 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And Chauncey Bowers, he ended up actually going below 100 yards, but 98 on the game regardless. And we'll be moving on to the semifinals. All right, I don't know if I expected to be here in year 3, taking out the number 1 team led by Arch Manning, but here we are against number 5 ranked Nebraska, and a 7-0 first quarter lead. We get off to these nice starts, but can we maintain it against this one? And it's a 10-10 game, halftime approaching. That's where it will set. 10-10 at half, third quarter. We go. Nebraska 7. Boston College responding with 7 of their own. And Nebraska eventually finds the end zone. We go into the fourth quarter. Our possession responding to Nebraska's touchdown. We start at the 47-yard line. Second down and 7. Nick Kane. Oh, he threw a pick! And the defender just sitting on it. Has it. And Nebraska with the lead takes over. And now we have to go on the defensive here and come up with a big stop at the 49-yard line. That's a catch for the first down to the 42. And you know how disastrous allowing points on this drive would be. But it looks very likely unless we can get a turnover on our end. As the handoff stopped for a loss of 1. Second down and 11. To the air they throw for a first down. Dylan Raiola. I mean, look at the gauntlet we've had to go through. Arch Manning and Dylan Raiola and Nico. That's an insane trio of playoff quarterbacks to go and face. Third down and 5 for Raiola. To the air. Outside. Open man. Touchdown. Nebraska. Up by 14 with 6 minutes to play. And things not looking good for Boston College. I think we've overachieved up until this point, but it might be all over for us as the run is going to get 7 on the play. 5 minutes to go. It's so important to just pick up the pace. Go faster as that throw over the middle is caught for the first down. Malachi Coleman to the 38-yard line. Play action. Kane to the outside. Caught and breaking up the tackle off the sidelines. Pylon knocked over. We're down at the 1. And what a play to the 1-yard line. Hand it off. And it goes. Bowens. Touchdown untouched. We're back in it. 31-23 as the 2-point conversion. We're going for it, and we got it. 31-25. So a touchdown gives us the lead with the extra point if we get the stop here. And it's always a risky call going for that, but you know, the analytics say go for that, as that is going to be. Nebraska still stringing together completions. Dylan Raiola has not really faced much struggle, and so far in this fourth quarter, it's been all Dylan Raiola dicing up the defense as another open man. Coverage needs to be tighter. First down to the 45. 3 minutes to go as they are in enemy territory, approaching that field goal range. A field goal does give them a 2-score lead. 9 points is not what we want to see. It's a deficit and a first down. Now we got to start burning timeouts as another first down to the 8-yard line. And I don't know if it really matters right now, as we just need a turnover. It's not looking likely, but you had a chance there. Third down and goal. Raiola throwing, and he's gonna get hit and throw an incomplete pass, so at least it saves us a timeout, but we are already down 2 timeouts. Field goal through. Good. 2-score lead with 2 minutes to go. And we've been in this situation many times before, many videos. You know the situation, you know the drill here. Let's try to get into the end zone, though, as they are going to go to the 42-yard line. 100 yards for him. Nice game. Kane over the middle for the first down. Nebraska's going to give us those, though. They're fine if we even score. They just know they got to recover an onside kick, and they know that if by some miracle we do, leave us as little time as possible. As Kane, sack, loss of 8, third down and 9 from the 46. Kane is going to throw for the sticks, and he's got the first down. And out of bounds, at least we'll save some clock there. 60 seconds to go. Run the ball, Bowers. It's a surprise. But hey, it works out for a first down. 53 seconds to go. Kane, play action. And finding a tight window right to the linebacker. Swatting that one down. Third down and 10 at the 26. And that's a first down. It's a nice drive, but you can see the clock. 40 seconds, 15 yards out. Get the blocker out in front, and that'll be another 8-yarder. That's our final timeout used. Play action again. A lot of play actions. End zone open man touchdown. And It comes down to the onside kick, down by 2, and Nebraska, he missed it! Oh, it's picked up! We got it! Onside! There's still work to be done, though! Come on, first down! You've got to be kidding me! We're not going to be able to actually pull this one off! 27 seconds at the 39! Spike the ball, and we'll get it down with 23 seconds to go! Come on, one play to get into field goal range! Bowers is there at the 25! This is unbelievable! Get to the line and spike it! Kick that field goal! We might be able to pull this off! Get the field goal unit out there! Kick on its way! It is good! And we got the lead with 8 seconds to go by 1! Are you serious right now, Raiola? Deep ball, and it's picked off! We're going to a national title in an improbable way! Are we serious right now? We might be able to do it in year 3. Our first playoff appearance. I wouldn't have expected or bet on a national championship appearance, but here we are. And I think that if we pull this off, man, the path for the rest of this video becomes so much easier for us. Ohio State is what's waiting for us. And also with a video like this, losing a national championship, it's hard enough to make it, but losing one of these games, catastrophic, devastating, as it is Ohio State taking control. 17-0 Boston College at half. Shutout so far as they need to work through to get a comeback. Ohio State 20. We go and score 2 times in a row, and then a third time. 17 unanswered. Oh, come on, we can pull this one off too. We were down 17-0, 20-0 even. We start with Ohio State football up by 3 in Eagle territory. Sweep to the outside. Got a lot of room. Inside the 20. Big run. 28 yards by Bo Jackson as they run into him again. And a touchdown. Backup comes in and he scores it. I can't pretend we haven't done this before. 2-score deficit. 8 minutes to play. Can't we pull it up again? Look at Kane delivering. What a throw over the top. And a nice start to the drive. 49-yard line. Throw it to the outside. Caught. Flag is down. And the flag, is this play coming back? Might be. As they're going to call illegal touching. He stepped out of bounds before. All right, that's unfortunate. 3rd down and 10. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because we complete it anyway. We convert anyway. And 36 yards out, play action. Kane, in the face of pressure, gets it up to Bowens. And he'll have 4 on the play. Kane over 300 yards again. He's been on fire since coming back from injury. Here goes Bauer, spinning his way through to the 13-yard line. Why does he only have 4 carries? He is so good. We fake it and throw it to the outside. He's easily in. Touchdown, Malachi Coleman. 3-point deficit, and we respond as that's a throw where he got drilled and delivered for a first down. What a throw under pressure, taking the shot and delivering for a first down. Where you go, 2nd down and 5 now. Draw. We're all over it. Loss of 3. 3rd down and 8. Trying to get off the field here. Give us a chance. It's going up top and good enough defense to force the incomplete pass. We got the ball. We got Bowens and we got room and Bowens. Here we go. Inside Ohio State territory to grab. We can tie this game up now. We're right on that field goal range fringe. I think we can hit it from 55. And now I think we can hit it from 53. 3rd down and 8. Kane rolling. Gotta get rid of it, and he does. It's thrown up top. Oh no, intercepted. That is just an incredible pick from Ohio State. And they take it back with 3 minutes to go. And we're going to have to start burning timeouts now as we don't go there. 3rd down and 1 in the sneak. He's got it, and there's where the timeout's got to start coming in. Play fake. They go throw it, and that's going to be caught for 7. 2nd down and 3. We're down to 1 timeout. Pass again. Another first down. 1 more will do it. Run it, and he's got him for a loss of 1. 2-minute warning is hit. We're out of clock stoppages here, and incomplete. That's huge. 3rd and 11. Can we give ourselves 1 chance? Over the middle. No. First down. Game over. And we lose it in the national title. And even if I didn't expect to get here, it doesn't hurt any less to lose a national title. In a video like this, it is soul crushing. We need to win like all of the ones we get in. This team showed me that they are definitely good enough to get there and win a championship. It very well could have happened this year. I presume we'll be better next year. Nick Kane, you can see why we went back to him. He was so much better. He only played, about half the games, but look at what Chauncey Bowens did. What an unbelievable year. How about 28 touchdowns on the season? He had a 5-touchdown game, because why not? I mean, he was just unbelievable. Like, this was the guy who really, we ran our offense through 29 all-purpose touchdowns. About 3 almost 1,000-yard receivers. Coleman was a little bit off, but, I mean, the passing game was firing on all cylinders. The run game was doing its thing. The defense, a lot better. At a 13-sack year from our edge rusher. Some turnovers were forced. Like, this team has all we need to go and make a run of the national title. Bowens, he wanted to leave, but Chauncey Bowens, we're sticking him around for another season. That is the biggest move that we could have made right there. To get him back for another season, more progression from him. 28 touchdowns last year. I don't think he'll top that, but he will be very crucial to this team going and winning a national title. We don't have a whole lot of consequential big losses or, keeps for the players leaving, but we did have some players leave through the draft. And here's what we had for recruiting as we go. And yeah, 4th class in the nation. Huge class. And if our team wasn't good enough last year, I would like to think we're good enough this year as, with the 4 or 5 stars. I mean, I don't know how much they'll be impactful for this season. Obviously, the recruits are more future pieces, but that's why we do focus on a lot of transfer portal stuff. And we got a number of 4-star transfer portal players, but you can see elite defensive tackle and star, elite. I mean, an elite running back. The dude is insane. And yeah, I mean, the team's looking awesome. Nick Kane didn't take a big jump, which is unfortunate, but look at Chauncey Bowens. Look at him, 94 overall. I mean, we got wide receivers that are looking good, a 90 overall with boost, a plus 14 to a tight end, because why the heck not? I mean, he's a pure blocker, so, those guys take big boosts. But the offensive line looks solid, but then you go to the defense, and you can see the edge rush room. Look at that. I mean, it's a deep room. It's a talented room. Linebackers, talking about a deep room. How about all these mid-80 guys? Cornerbacks, a great cornerback room. Secondary as a whole is nice. This is a team that's good enough. And when you look at the whole roster, top to bottom, with what their overall is, they're a 94 overall. The overall, it's weird how it doesn't update until you get into the next season. So players, the training, it doesn't show that team growth. But regardless, 94 overall team, and we go 11-1 conference championship against a 9-3 Georgia Tech squad. As you can see what the conference standings looked like for us, we went 7-1. Georgia Tech also went 7-1. Our defense also up to a 96. I mean, we have a distinct advantage over Georgia Tech from a talent perspective. And in the conference championship, can we take care of business? Get a first-round bye as well. That is the crucial thing we're playing for. We're not just playing to keep our spot in the playoffs, which I presume we will keep if we lose. We're playing for that first-round bye, which we definitely would lose if we drop this game. And at halftime, it is 17-3, moving ahead 20-3, and we drive down the field to make it 23-3. So it's a 20-point game. We'll give them a bit of a chance here, but a failed 4th down try for Georgia Tech will give us the football back. And here we go, first down, making a move, and inside the red zone. This one could be over and done with quickly. Kane, end zone, touchdown, Eagles. 30-3 over Georgia Tech as they'll throw it deep now, and it's intercepted. We're running away with this one. I think we got ourselves a first-round bye. 4 minutes to go. Why not add to it? To the edge of the jet pass, spin move, off the tackle, and it's in. Touchdown. As if we needed more points to lock things up here. 37-3 your final, and yeah, give us that first-round bye. And we'll see how high of a seed we can get up to. Can we get to 2? Can we get to 1? Nick Kane with another great game. I mean, Hey, we didn't even need to run the ball all that much. It was the receivers doing their thing. Defense did their thing. We head to the bracket where we will see our fate lies in the number 2 seed, a matchup between Pitt or Ohio State, as Bowens once again NCAA All-American back-to-back years. We take on Ohio State as they took down Pitt, so probably the tougher of the two matchups here, but, that's what we got to go through against the college football playoffs. It's going to be a gauntlet of great teams and a team that took us out last year. Right now, though, getting a little bit of revenge. 21-6 in the third quarter. We're looking dominant, 28-6, and we could have back-to-back dominant performances. And this team really out for revenge, not just against Ohio State, but trying to get that title that they felt like they should have had last year. First they go for Ohio State. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt here. Look at that sack, just destroying the quarterback in the backfield. 2 defenders there. Ohio State, though, finds the end zone immediately after, and it's 28-13. So, we've seen crazy comebacks before. This one wouldn't be the craziest, but it'd be up there, as Kane, not a super prolific day, but he's getting it going down the fourth quarter, pointing at a blocker, gets up the sideline, sheds a tackle, and to the 11-yard line. Huge gain as we'll try to get that 3-score lead. Sacked, though, and it's second down and 17. Kane swings it outside. Here's Bowens, and they'll lose 2 on the play. Third down and 19 as they got to go a long way, but regardless, it'll be a 3-score game. If we hit a field goal, they're going to go up for the end zone. Oh, it's Bowens out of the backfield. Touchdown. Oh, what can he do? He just goes up and catches it over a defender, and it's 35-13. Now this would probably be one of the craziest comebacks we've seen if they pull it off, but this Boston College defense has been great so far. The offense has been great, and we could be on to a Final Four matchup as Ohio State driving to the 42-yard line. 5 minutes to play. Play action as they'll go deep middle. Caught for the first down at the 23-yard line. Third down and 9. We jump ahead to another conversion and a touchdown for the Buckeyes. And once again, just pulling themselves within 2 scores again. 2-point conversion. No good. They'll have to go for the onside kick where we are able to bring it in. With under 4 minutes to play, it's a 16-point game. So once again, another score on this drive will give us a lead of 3 scores, and we don't have to worry about a field goal immediately. 44-yard touchdown to seal the deal to dominate Ohio State, as we couldn't even let them stay within 2 scores for too long. 42-19 the final. And we roll to the Final Four. Bowens, look at the game he had. 4 touchdowns on the ground, 1 through the air, a 5-touchdown performance. Bowens, are you okay? You are insane. We'll take on Michigan now, number 3 in the country. And they are 12-1. We're 13-1. Let's get into the Fiesta Bowl. Chance to go to a back-to-back national championship appearances and get the win that we really could use now with our 4th year in on Boston College. As halftime hits, 14-6. As we move to the third quarter, I can't praise this defense enough for what they have been able to do. All these top schools that we're playing, and no real points allowed. 6 on the board as Boston College, we have the football up by 8. Third down and 4 at the 5, and throw in. He's falling forward, but he's down to 4th and 1. We're going for it. It's a bold call, and it works out. Touchdown. We really could have kicked the field goal, but hey, a 4th and 1 that close, I don't blame you. We're taking on this Michigan squad. They got C.J. Carr out here straight from Notre Dame, trying to find the end zone for the first time today, as they'll throw quick pass after quick pass, and with under 8 minutes to go, they'll have it third down and 3 at the 37-yard line underneath. That pass caught, turning, upfield, running for the first down and past midfield. Carr will throw middle now, and what a hit! And he hangs on for 8 yards as they'll set up the screen now and get it to the outside, get the blocking, and get 9 more. So they're driving. This is probably going to be one of their best drives of the game so far, and maybe as close as they've gotten so far for a touchdown. Third down and 2. Carr, he really should have kept that one. 4th down. He could have thrown a pick 6 on that play instead. He'll have another try, but he kept tempted fate, and an answer with an interception. We dropped the D lineman back into coverage, and he picks it up on 4th down. Boston College taking over. We'll go with a direct snap and get all our running backs involved. That's Fields getting the carry. How about subbing Bowens back in and go and play fake? He's doing a whole lot of dancing, and he's going down. What a loss. It's 3rd and 21 now. Michigan chance to get the ball back. Kane, he's just putting all of his arm strength into a deep ball, and oh, he caught it. How does it keep working out for this team? Everything we do just comes up on the plus side as it's 3 yards out and into the end zone. Bowens again. Touchdown. And we're going on to a national championship. Michigan able to go and try to score. How about running it up for good measure? Picked off at the 1, taking it back all the way. 99-yard pick six. We couldn't even let him get a garbage time touchdown. And a disastrous performance from Michigan's offense. We dominate again. Look at what we've done on our path to a national championship appearance. We have taken out the best that the country has to offer. We've done it comfortably. We've done it with ease. And now a national championship is waiting for us on the other side. Kane, great performance. Bowens, he didn't even put up the crazy yards, but guess what? He had 2 more touchdowns. And this receiving core brings in everything. It feels like 3 sacks for the defense, 3 picks for the defense, and we're taking on number 1 Indiana. And they go to the national championship at a 15-0 record. You know, it's nice to see Indiana getting a little bit of love in the sim. I think that that's nice to see. They don't usually go crazy. Maybe the updates to this game has made them good enough, though. As Indiana, we're up 7-0. Halftime, 14-0. And once again, are we dominating? Are we going to pull away in this one? As Indiana does put up a touchdown, and we'll go into the 4th quarter. It's 14-7, so it is close. And Kane, we have the football, and we got a broken tackle, and we have a first down at the 28-yard line. They'll go run as Bowens running through a defender, and he'll have 4 on the play. 9 minutes to go. Hand off Bowens as he'll spin through. First down all the way to the 3. Bowens just so electric, so explosive, and not able to finish off the drive there. 4 yards out. Heavy package. Bowens! Touchdown! And we got a 2-score lead behind the only player that we would want giving us that lead. What a superstar he is, as Indiana with a big pass is got to the 49-yard line. Throw to the outside. Defender there. Defender makes the tackle for a loss. 3rd down and 11 as they throw over the middle, and it's caught to the 35-yard line as they'll quickly throw it to the outside for 3 or 4 yards. They'll give them 4. 32-yard line. Screen for the back. Blocking looks pretty nice. We got somebody put on their back. He spins off a tackler, and he's only going to get 3 on the play, though. 4th down and 3. Indiana must convert situation, and they have it. A lot of running backs, whether it's screen coming out of the backfield, check downs, play fakes, whatever it is. The running backs have driven them down the field. Now in the run game, he'll get 6 more on the play. 13-yard line. 5 minutes to go. Quick slant. Got the first down. Goal to go from the 3. And over the middle. Touchdown. Indiana scores it. We have 4 minutes to go to try to lock up this game. This is where we get into that 4-minute offense. Try to run out this clock as there goes Bowens. Look who we're landing on. It's Bowens again. Big run. We'll take an injury timeout, unfortunately, but Bowens, that just means he gets the ball more. He gets another first down. Bowens, he's up over 100 yards as we keep it now. Kane on the ground. Indiana's burning timeouts. 3rd down and 5 as Kane sacked. And we weren't able to end the game there, but we will leave them with under 2 minutes to go. 1 timeout. Game on the line now, as if they turn this over, it's all over. 15-yard scramble. 35-yard line. Looking for the tie. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 10. Come on, defense, as they throw. And with time, it's going deep. It's got an interception. Turns it over. Just get down. We win the national championship and celebrate now. There's the first on the board. And I mean, you could say it's a little bittersweet because we get to say goodbye to Boston College, and Indiana fans cannot believe it. 15-0, but it does not matter. You will lose the one that matters the most, and we'll go win our 15th game, win our national championship, and get the first one. So from here now, we have to go and switch teams. And if you want to know what I have to do to switch teams, because you're not really able to do that afterwards, I had to create a whole nother like save file basically and have like a non-auto save file and then go retroactively go back and then switch teams and then, you know, like go through. It was a little bit of a process, but we didn't really have much when it came to offers because I did for the first time, like when I was going through this, I simmed an extra week, unfortunately, so the openings weren't really there for us. But did you see what Chauncey Bowens did for us? It was another 28 touchdown season. And as we look for our next team, we'll take a look at our options here. It's not very vast, but hey, we have the options of 6 teams. You can see all openings. I simmed too far. I didn't have technically any offers, so I couldn't go nowhere. I had to go somewhere. There was only 6 openings, and honestly, not a bad one. BYU was the best school. We're obviously going to go for the best school. It gives us the best chance. And an already ranked BYU squad, yeah, we'll take that. 83 overall. They got a couple of prospects. We got to kind of turn that recruiting class around. You know, you can't really rely on the CPU to do too much for recruiting. It's not the best, but yeah, I think we landed at a nice second school, and when we got to the portal, got to everything, yeah, we had some decent interest, and I think one cool thing that we're going to be able to do is, as you can see, we got the 11th ranked class, but you can go, when you move from one school to the other, there's going to be some players who maybe want to join you, and as you can see here, Boston College had a couple of players in the portal, and we were able to just go and snag all of them. So it's nice to bring in 5 of the players that are going to be following us, which I think is really nice. You know, it's obviously not the top guys, the best guys, but it's nice to recruit somebody, and then when you have to leave, they go and follow you. So you kind of get to carry over a little bit of what you got. I mean, obviously 5 players isn't going to make up the full 85-man roster that you're leaving behind, but still, getting a couple of those guys and some really good ones as well is always nice, and we get to join that along with the 5-star that they got and some of these other players. Quarterback situation's not great here, but I do like the rest of this roster. The receiving core is really good. Running back room, good enough. Tight ends, adequate. A bunch of sophomores. Offensive line, it's serviceable. It's a bunch of 80s. I can deal with that. Edge rush room could be better. D-line just as a whole could be better, but the linebacking room, you see a 92 overall there. We can work with that. Cornerback room, awesome group of guys. Secondary as a whole, you just need a safety to fill in. But to take over this roster, yeah, not a national championship caliber team off the bat, but definitely workable. And not only that, actually, to my surprise, we go to the conference championship and a chance at the playoffs immediately. I mean, this was a team that, like, yeah, they were ranked last year. They were a top 15 school, so I guess it's not that big of a surprise. And being in the Big 12 once again at the start, nice to be in the Big 12, nice to be in the ACC where you don't have to go through the gauntlet that is the Big 10 and the gauntlet that is the SEC. You can kind of be a mid to high 80s overall team and kind of get through. So yeah, this is a good team. I don't think national championship ready, but hey, I mean, our Boston College squad made the national championship a year earlier than I thought they would. And look at BYU. Okay, I cannot even explain what's going on here. The situation breaking things down where we are without this team getting a big play for a touchdown as we go pull ourselves within 3 points at Oklahoma State. I mean, we both should be in the playoffs regardless, but we can really fight for a first round bye right off the bat. Flag is down for Oklahoma State, holding back them up, and it'll be first down and 20. 22-yard line as we'll throw to the outside, and they'll get him down for a gain of 6. Third down and 12, though, as can the defense get off the field here? Yes, they can. And BYU takes it back as they'll run. And look at the lane that opened up on the ground. Stephar, can he get by? No, he was one defender away from taking it all the way. We'll take it at the 48-yard line, though. And that pass for a 1-yard gain will set up third down and 8. As they'll throw middle, first down, and more, inside the 20, and down to the 17. Kennedy delivers. He's not the best quarterback. I really need him to prove that he could be the guy for us, but hey, that's a nice job there, and he's been good the first 5 minutes of this quarter as Kennedy running, and up the middle, touchdown, take the lead. We started down by 10, and we erased that deficit with quickness, and we are running away with a potential first round bye situation situation here. What a first year that would be for BYU. They go 3rd down and 9 to the air. Oklahoma State is short, way short, 4 yards off. We'll take that football right back and complete a pass to the outside. That is 4 yards of our own with 4 minutes to play at the 48. And, well, that's 3 yards there to set up 3rd down and 3. Just try to get some of these first downs to seal the game. And how about a strike, a dagger down the middle, and a shot to really give Oklahoma State a lot to be worried about. And another first down to the 1. Can we get it up? 2-score lead. He stopped at the 2. It's a long 2 yards, but he's gonna have it. Touchdown, BYU. We have an 11-point lead with 3 minutes to go, and all the trouble in the world. Oklahoma State is in a first-round bye, very much on the line potentially for definitely Oklahoma State, maybe for us if we get some help along the way. Obviously, we'll jump to 5 if we win here. It's a matter of if we can jump to 4 and beyond, as Oklahoma State trying to drive it down the field. They're out of timeouts, though, and the 2-minute warning still does exist, but it's going to be passing here. 2-minute warning hits 3rd and 14 as they have no more clock stoppages, and a wide-open man in the end zone. Touchdown, but an onside kick is what it comes down to. We already had one onside kick recovered this video, so the odds of another one in this is pretty low, but we'll keep our eyes open for it, as it will be picked up. BYU is taking it home, and a conference championship, 11th win on the season. We are so happy with the results of this first year, regardless of how far we go. But you can kind of see where we took 4 years to win that first national championship, which means that 3-season window that we have on average is, we need to win one, either a one and done, or we need to get one done in 2 years. Maybe BYU is a school where we do it in 2 years. We get the first round bye. We take on Auburn. We're number 3 in the country. We're taking on this Auburn squad that we already took on previously when we were at Boston College. Can we get the job done here, though? As it is 10-7, make it 10-10, 13-10. And in the 3rd quarter, we're down by 3, and it'll be a 20-10 deficit, 27-10, but we do score at the very end of the quarter. All right, 10-point deficit. We've been here already multiple times in our coaching tenure at Boston College and now BYU. I mean, we started the conference championship down by 10, so we can do this. This is not an issue for us. We know we have the talent to come out here and come out on top and win this one, make the comeback, go on to the Final Four, as the jet pass will get them to 3rd down and 4. 8:20 to play. Quick throw, short of the sticks, and he's tackled a yard shy. They punted. It wasn't a very good punt either. I mean, look at where we're starting our drive, but we're breaking tackles here on 1st down and losing 6 yards. 2nd and 16 to the air. Kennedy is sacked. Loss of 3. 3rd and 19. You can't go backwards this much on a drive. Stepping up. Someone got to get open, but no, nothing. 4th and 16. With 7 minutes to go, we're going for it. This is bold. It's risky and incomplete. This is a situation where, like, I actually wouldn't have hated a pun. I wouldn't have. 4th and 16. Like, I get it, you're down by 2 scores, but it was a bad situation to be in regardless. Touchdown Auburn, and a 17-point lead, and we might go one and done after a first round bye. Kennedy got an open man coming across the field, but we got to do a lot to pull ourselves out of this one. Quick throw, they'll give it to us, and we'll have about 7 on the play. I mean, we got like 350 yards passing, but it hasn't seemed to mean much as Kennedy keeps it. A lot of room on the run, and he's got about 17 on the play. We're under 5 minutes to go, and still with all of our timeouts. I mean, if this were a 2-score game, I'd still feel like we have a good shot at it, but no, we have to get multiple touchdowns and a field goal, as we'll go down 4th and 9. We're not kicking it here. Your game on the line. Kennedy will run. He's mad. He falls forward, and they don't even give it to him. That looked like he might have got it. Maybe it doesn't matter. Game over. 34-17. So a pretty rough loss here in the 2nd round, but it just is what it is. I mean, I'm overall pretty happy with what we were able to do. Year 1 playoff contender, first round bye. It makes me believe that with an upgrade at quarterback and some other pieces that you can go and maybe compete for a national title in year 2, which would be massive. So we got some good contributions here. I mean, our quarterback was really limited. I mean, look, you can see he has 112 skill points. Like, he was just so limited. He could have gotten a lot better if he didn't have such a low ceiling. So we're going to have to try to upgrade there. We had good rushing production, you know, cumulatively, and receiving core was nice. Pass rush was nice. We're a talented team, so let's go and get these last couple of pieces we need. We're not able to keep our wide receiver who's going to the draft, and we're losing out on some linebackers as well, all 3 of them. So we lose 4 players, but it's 4 players that I really would have liked to keep. We're also losing some really nice players to the draft that are seniors, so 3 corners, 4 total linebackers gone, running back. Yeah, that stinks, but look at what we were able to bring in. Lot of 4 stars. I was glad to see the level of interest that we had from teams, and look at the 7 5-star players, a #1 overall recruiting class. So we were able to really lock in here, and yeah, this is a season. This is a huge kind of defining season for us, because I don't know how many jobs that are going to be better than the starting point we got at BYU and the recruiting classes that we have here. I expect to win a championship in 2 years, but I would really like to win it this year. As you can see, we have the quarterback situation, a +10 Aikman. Yeah, he'll be as good as the quarterback we had last year, with still more room to grow. 94 overall Antoine Lester, and the tight end room, nice. Offensive line is better than it was last year, so a deep and more talented offensive line. Defensive line was something I wanted to improve, and, you know, we have that dude there who was a freshman who got like double-digit sacks, who's really nice, and, you know, he's still a lower overall, but he performs really well. Linebacking core, we were able to adequately bounce back. Secondary could have been a little bit better, but it is what it is. You know, we were able to at least upgrade the strong safety spot, which was a key part of this team. And you can see what the roster looks like top to bottom. So the overall of this team, 95 overall. So, like, yeah, we are very much in the running for a national championship. We're starting a freshman quarterback. Could be a little rough, but here we are. 10-2 on the season, #8 in the country, and another conference championship, this time against Baylor. At #8 in the country against #9, I would imagine we should be safe no matter what, unless a lot of things really break in an unlucky way for us. But let's, you know, just get the win and, you know, not have to worry about where all the other dominoes fall. So against this Baylor squad, 24-3 at half, 31-3 at half. Maybe we just don't got to worry. It's looking like we're going to run away and blow out Baylor in the conference championship. Maybe knock them out of the playoffs as 38-6, 4th quarter hits. And yeah, there's no need to even hop into this one, even catch any highlights or anything. Yeah, this is just run away, Baylor. They scored a touchdown finally, but 38-13 your final. We'll take that every single day of the week and move on to our 2nd straight playoffs. And we actually do sneak a 1st round bye in there. That's really cool that we were able to jump up that much. And also, how about another nice break for us? We get to take on Troy. No disrespect to Troy, but hey, look at some of the teams that are going to be taking on other squads in the playoffs. Troy is definitely the easiest battle. I won't take them lightly, but if there are a team that I'd want to bet on us playing and having a guaranteed win over, you could kind of see why I'd want like a 72 overall Troy team rather than like the 95 overall Alabamas and Michigans of the world. As we get into the 3rd quarter, yeah, we go start running away with things here. 31-10 your score, and Troy 4th down and not gonna get the first. Troy down, and we are up 21 with the football as they go for a 2-yard run. 2nd down and 8, handoff up the middle and spinning, not gonna make anybody miss as he'll get to 3rd down and 4. Quick throw underneath, short of the stick, so a quick 3 and out. And I'm going to at least give Troy, once again, the benefit of the doubt here. I think this drive would probably be it for them if they don't score a touchdown here. But, you know, I'm not going to count them out too much. They're 13-1 for a reason. They've got here for a reason. And they're going deep, trying to get it all in this play. Knockdown, 4th down. They got to go for it. 7 minutes to go. As the pressure coming in, he'll get rid of it. Short of the sticks and incomplete. As we'll get the football back. Eventually get it down inside the 5 or at the 5-yard line for a 4th down and goal. Kick the field goal and up 24-10 and jumping ahead with 3 minutes to go. 3rd down, incomplete. incomplete. Troy, very much the last opportunity. If there was even one left, it's incomplete again. And just for good measure, this is a jerk move. Why are we kicking a field goal? We did not need to snap that ball. Kick is good though, and we'll end this game with a win. But that was such an unnecessary move to kick that field goal. 37-10. We cruise the victory in 2 straight, and this looks awfully familiar to the Boston College Championship run where we dominated and dominated. We got it done in the national title game eventually, but so can it be the same thing this time around? Lester, you can see that. Look at that. 10 grabs, 2 touchdowns, 100 yards on the day. And the Final Four matchup for us will be Louisville. So back to a little ACC matchup as Louisville's 14-0, #1 team in the country. And this Louisville squad down 13-0 in the first quarter. Can it be another runaway? Second quarter as Louisville puts up 3. We get it back. Touchdown for us, and then Louisville responds with one of their own. Then a field goal, then we score a touchdown. So, hey, 27-13 at halftime. Louisville puts up 7 more. All of a sudden it's tied, and then they got the lead. What just happened in that third quarter? A lot, I guess. 34-30. First play of the fourth quarter. What's going on? Picked off. That is a lot of things happening all in the span of the last 30 seconds. Louisville up by 4, and with 30 points on the board, it's not enough right now for BYU. Louisville outside, they get stopped. 3 and out, so the interception doesn't hurt as much as it could have, and they'll get 3 on the board. So still a 1-score game, 37-30 as Aikman hands it off right up the middle for a nice run. And with 8.5 to go, I mean, got to start worrying, but the momentum firmly on Louisville's side. They've been able to score a whole bunch of points. They had, 13 at half. Look at them right now, 24 on the board in the second half, as we'll get a first down here at the 47-yard line. Aikman got 2 picks on the day. Need him to not throw any more of those, as he really just did that as I spoke. Picked off. He was hit as he's throwing, and it's taken back all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals. 44-30. I mean, that one's not really, that much on him. He got hit as he was throwing. Obviously, he didn't mean to throw it there unless he did. In that case, I'd really have to accuse him of some, insider trading with some gambling setup here. But that ball down the field. Okay, we're back in it right now as we needed that in the worst way. 1 deep bomb and a touchdown. So Louisville, 36-yard line, 44-37. They'll get off the edge and a sack. Second down and 15. 5:30 to go at the 31. As they'll go for a completion to get all those yards back, and more. 3rd down and 4. As we'll send for outside, incomplete, and we'll get the football back. That is massive, as we now need to go on a game-tying drive. 4 minutes to play. 3rd down and 8. Don't go 3 and out, and he gets the first. Aikman delivering enough as he'll go over the middle. Tight end can't bring that one in. 30-yard line, 3:30 to go. Sweep it, and he'll cut it back inside as the hesitation, the patience will get him a couple there. 3rd down and 7. Running back into block. Gets an open man and a first. Come on, back to the line we go. Quick throw on the RPO. Tight end's got it for 6 more, as we can afford to run it here. And nice broken tackle. He got caught on his line, though. He got caught up, as now it's 3rd down. And not gonna get it. It's 4th and 3. Come on, there you go. Run the ball. Get that first down. Things are getting really stressful right now. We're down to 2 timeouts, so this is really like a do-or-die possession. And that ball was a dangerous one. We lose 3, but that could have been a pick. 1:20 to go. Direct snap to the running back. He keeps running into the offensive lineman. Come on, please stop doing that. That was 3rd and 12, and we're going a deep pass. 1-on-1 jump ball. He's got it. Touchdown, BYU. We are going to tie this game up. And with under a minute to play now, Louisville is going to have a deep pass over the middle. 22 on the play. They can get into field goal range now. And the pressure always going down. They have to burn a timeout. We got to hold for overtime. And they're running. 3rd and 16. Yeah, we're going to play for overtime unless we allow a big play on this screen. As you got to just wrap them up. We're going to overtime. What in the world is this game? 44-44. And a chance to go to the national title. Come on, guys. Pull this one out. They were once down by 14. We were once up by 14. So, I mean, it's been a back and forth seesaw battle up the middle. We got the ball first in overtime and down to the 5-yard line with these. Run. Lose a yard on the play. Second and goal from the 6. Quick throw outside. And he'll get half the yards. Third down, 3 to go. Quick underneath and complete. Fourth and goal. We're kicking the field goal. And the kick is good. I think that's one you could consider going for, but that's the benefit of having the second possession of overtime. You know what you need, and a touchdown is what you need, and a sack is what we needed. And we got him down for 7, lost. And a second down at 17 as he got it out in the face of pressure again. Almost took another sack. You don't want to lose field goal range now. You might be playing for 3 as, yeah, they're going to throw the check down, get a couple, and yeah, play for the field goal. The sack really derailed their drive, and for double overtime, Louisville kick is good. We're on to number 2, and they got the football to start this time around, and look at the first down play, back-to-back overtimes. We start their series of downs with a loss as they go and get the yard back, and 5 more, 3rd and 5. Play action, picked up the block, got a man, oh, he's in! Touchdown! And you couldn't bring him down inside the 5, you had to let him fight in, and the 2-point conversion no good. So we know what we need, a touchdown to extend it, the 2-point conversion to win it, but we have to find the end zone regardless as Aikman running, and Aikman gets into the 10-yard line. He'll throw as he's got time. He'll get the check down. Running back's got 3. All right, we got 3 more downs at it. Come on, Aikman is pressured, gets it off. At least he didn't take the sack. 3rd down and goal. Come on, please, someone get open. Someone get open. He's got him. Touchdown. We can win it here. 2-point conversion for the win, or we'll go to a 2-point shootout for the win. Throw it. It's not gonna happen. 2-point conversions now. First one up. We got it. 55-53. Louisville to give it to a 4th overtime. They got it now. 55-55. Louisville. Pistol formation. Their turn first. They got it. We got to get one back to extend it. Come on to go to overtime number 5. No! Direct snap to the back, and he couldn't get it. 57-55, and we lose it in the semifinals. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is ridiculous. I mean, we were up by 14, found ourselves down by 14, battled back, got it to overtime, still kept battling, and it just wasn't enough. So that's unfortunate. And that kind of the hopes of getting a championship in 2 years with this BYU squad, I thought this was a good chance. This really could have been a team to get it. I mean, we weren't the number 1 team. We didn't go undefeated, but like that also does feel like we could have and maybe even should have had that one. I don't know what would have happened in the national title game. Maybe we would have lost that anyway, but like we have to win a national title with a team in 2 years, and we can't take, no other team can take more than 3 years. If we go 4 years with Boston College, 4 years with BYU, that means we would be left with 7 years to win 3 titles with 3 different teams. So the recruiting class this year, it is a lower ranked one, but it is because we had the number 2 transfer portal class. We really went in on the portal players. We had 7 5-stars last year. We're really just going to let them continue to develop. We don't need more high schoolers. We're selling out for this year. You got to be aggressive. You got to just sell out for this year and, you know, make sure that you win. I don't want to say it is a must win, but like it really is like a must win for this upcoming season to get that national title. And the team's going to be amazing. We're going to have the team. Like we were in 95 last year or 94. Yeah, we're 95. We're going to go up even more. Aikman, I would have liked to see a bigger jump from him. Just a +1 for training. That stinks, but is what it is. We have 2 90-plus tight ends, a 90 tackle, a 90 guard, 88 center. I mean, this is all with the boost as well. 91 guard, 91 tackle. So an almost all 90-plus offensive line, a D line that is all like 87, 88 plus. Linebacking core, 92. Cornerbacks, it's a little weaker than it's been, but if that's the only part that you really got worse at, the team is great, the team is nice, and we are a 97 overall now with a 99 offense. So, like, you can see, we got to do it. We have no excuses. So, we go 11-1. Results are in. We are number 4 in the country. And in the conference championship, we're taking on number 13 Arizona State. So, a chance to kick out Arizona State from the playoffs and maintain a first round bye. We are up 7-3 after 1. I would really like to just take care of business in this one and not have to sweat it out, because a first round bye goes a long way. But we go down 10-7, tie it up 10-10 at half. And Arizona State, they're fighting for their playoff lives. They're 11-1, but they're on the outside looking in. We go up 20-10, and yeah, it's going to be 20-10 going into the fourth quarter. But Arizona State with the football, with the first down to start things off at the 43-yard line, as they're going to step up, throw it for a completion and a first down past midfield. Their quarterback just 115 yards on the day, but it's been enough to at least keep them within reach of this one. They can cut it down to 1 score on this drive. Throw from the Sun Devils is going to be outside and picked off! Intercepted at the 20-yard line. Huge turnover forced by the defense, and we get this football back. Let's start running out this clock a little bit if we got to, and if we find the end zone here, I can breathe a little bit easier as we go play action. Aikman throwing outside, first down. The receivers coming up big in some of these situations. I mean, for Boston College and for BYU, they got some incredible hands here. We've been able to bring in some really crazy contested catches and some downfield passes that are just clutch and impactful and impressive. And how about the catch and run for the touchdown and a 17-point lead? And like I said, if you get that touchdown, I can breathe a little bit easier. 17-point lead with 5 minutes to go. Arizona State needs a borderline and maybe even just an outright miracle to come back in this one, and we could have our first round bye, skip a playoff game, which is always good to have that go your way and give yourselves one less opportunity to choke away or lose a game that you maybe feel like you should win. Fourth down, incomplete pass, and we get the stop, take the football back with 3.5 to go, win it. I'm doing all this talk about a first round bye. I guess it would be a little awkward if we get kind of like passed over by somebody, which I guess isn't impossible. But, I mean, I would like to sit here and say, see ya in the second round, as this offense once again was firing in the passing game. 2 sacks by both of those 2 players, 2 interceptions, and yeah, we get the number 3 seed. We'll be taking on Tennessee or Duke, and it will also, we'll see that we have an NCAA All-American, I believe. Yes, we do. How about our right tackle? We have a very talented offensive line, and also our linebacker, 2 NCAA All-Americans. So yeah, we will be taking on Duke, number 6 in the country. Number 6 versus number 3. Now, let's try to not play a game where we allow 57 points, or let's try not to play a game where we score 55 and lose. Let's not have all that. It's stressing me out. So we'll go to the second quarter. Duke takes the lead, 13-3, 16-3, and Duke up by 2 scores. We end up getting a field goal right at the end of half, but we're down by 10 at half. Opening drive touchdown for us, then a field goal, then another drive that looks like it could be resulting in more points. So 16-16 the score, third down and 14. Will we have to settle for 3 more? We're going for the first down marker. It's close, but it's 4th and inches, and they'll kick it. All right, I get it. Take the lead, and we have come back down 16-3 with field goals and that 1 opening drive touchdown in the second half, as Duke has gone ice cold on offense in the third quarter. Will it continue in the fourth quarter? Well, yeah, so far on that drive, it did. 3 and out. We'll take the football back. Aikman, no touchdowns through the air, but 2 interceptions, and getting carried by his ground game. Looking like another Aikman at quarterback who wore blue, who got carried by the rest of his talented roster to a potential championship run, as they go to the outside here, and is going to have 8 yards on the play. Quarterback sneak it for the first down, as they're going to have another handoff up the middle and fighting forward for 7 yards. Right back in field goal range. I mean, we've gotten 4 field goals on the board, so why not add a 5th? Third down and inches, sneak it again. There's another first down. I know it's not entertaining to watch a QB sneak, but it is effective for us at least, and I'll do anything to go and get these challenges completed as we go handoff outside. Got 3 yards on the play, 3rd down and 2. We've effectively ran out a lot of time on this drive, and another first down to the 11-yard line. What a drive from this team. Done it mostly on the ground. 3rd down and 9. Looks like we're going to have to go to the air. Play action! Sacked! And all of that will result in 3, meaning Duke will have 3 minutes to score a touchdown to take the lead here. So Duke very much still has an opportunity, and they'll kick things off with a 10-yarder for 2nd down and inches. 2:30 to go. Play action. As with time, down the field, and high, off his hands, incomplete. 3rd down and inches there. They're going to sneak it. I mean, smart there. Just get the first down. You got plenty of time. You got 2 timeouts, and you got the 2-minute warning. And when you get an open man like that, he's all the way down for a gain of 36 on the play. Play action, and over the middle, another completion. We're past the 2-minute warning, and they're in the red zone now. 90 seconds to go. Read option. Break a tackle. And he's got 3. Come on, defense. Come on. Get him out. Stop him. Do something. Pick him off. Literally anything. 30 seconds to go. Run it up the middle. No, he's down to the 4. Goal to go. Come on, defense. We need something here. Outside. Oh, it's picked off in the end zone. Picked off. He got it. And we're going to win this one. It was so close at the end. And in another clutch situation, somebody made a play. And I didn't care who it was, but somebody made a play. We're moving on. Aikman, oh boy, I need you to play better than that. We're not going to be able to get away with that every game. As the defense, thank you for your service. That was an awesome job in that one in the second half to allow basically nothing as we take on now Georgia back in the Final Four. Georgia, number 2 in the country. I mean, yeah, like this is, we know how tough this one's going to be. Georgia's perennially like a 97 overall team, and that's what we are right now. So it's a pretty even matchup. Second quarter, we take a 10-7 lead. Georgia can't do anything with the football, and we'll end up actually scoring a touchdown right before the half ends, so that's huge. 17-7 3rd quarter. Georgia's in trouble. They actually do respond, though, 24, and now 24-17. I was about to say it's like 24-7, and then it was 24-14, and it was 24-17. So a little rally from Georgia makes it a 1-score game. We have the football, though, to start the 4th quarter. And a first down. Broken tackle. Oh, he might go. He's not that fast, though. Okay, we'll take it to the 16. He had a lot of room. He's just not a fast player. And that pass, that could have been picked. 2nd down and 10 with 9 minutes to go. Over the middle and 6 yards on the play. 4th down and 4. We're going for it. It's bold. It's dangerous. And he's got it. We do not want your 10-point lead. We want 14, and we got it. Touchdown, BYU. Really, really risky call. We'll take all of it, though. 31-17. And a chance to get to that national title game as they go. Throw it outside. Caught. First down. And it'll be at the 36-yard line with 7 minutes to play as they'll throw for another completion and a catch and run. And he'll get to the 42. All right. I mean, we're just gotta not allow anything stupid to happen. I can't just freak out right now. I know this commentary is a little bit more biased because I have a rooting interest. This is, like a full 2 days of my work going towards this challenge. This is a lot of time. It's not me just neutrally spectating prospects and seeing what they do. I have a vested interest. I am the coach here. I have to win. I got to complete these challenges. As there's a flag down, that was quick, so it was going to be offside. So, one thing I have been noticing in the sim, a lot more just goofy offsides penalties that don't really make any sense. So 2nd down and 1 from the 3-yard line. They'll run, and a tackle for loss of 2. 3rd down and 3. Yes, they'll find an open receiver for a touchdown. All right. They don't go for 2. They kick the extra point. We went for 2 in that situation when we had it previously. Come on! First play of the drive! It's a pick! Why would you do that? You didn't need to play it that aggressively. You didn't need to. Georgia, they can tie it up now. And immediately a first down to the 40-yard line. They'll throw for a completion of about 6 on the play. Under 4 minutes to go. He's going to have a clean pocket. He's going to step up and fire one. Incomplete. Nice job for the linebacker to come down and force that one out. 3rd down and 4 from the 34. He's going to step up. He can run it. Hey, he's going to go for the check down. 4th and 1. They got 3 on the play. And the 4th and 1. He's not going to get it. Defense does it again. Come on, just lock this one up. We're going to the air. First play of the drive. And no interception on the first chance we get to throw one. 2nd down and 3. Aikman down. Just blindsided. 3rd and 9. Aikman floating one deep. This is dangerous. Not again. Picked off. Come on, Aikman. Oh, my goodness. What are you doing? Stop this. Stop trying to throw it away. And when I say throw it away, I mean literally throw the game away. I would rather if you threw the ball away. At least we'd have a chance here on defense to give them a better position. But regardless, this defense is just so good. They get the stop again. I am so impressed. Thank you so much, defense. You were doing literally so much for us as we get the first down there, seal up the game, and we're going to a national championship. They're trying their hardest. Aikman, you're trying your hardest to stress me out, but I guess the positive here is if I win this next game, I don't got to deal with you ever again. You can go and be a frustrating headache somewhere else for somebody else. I mean, if you want to stay here and if you try to transfer, I'm not going to want you. I'll just say that. But we have to get the job done against Oregon regardless. Number 3 versus number 4. National championship number 2. This would be the 3rd year for BYU. So that puts us, in doable range. If we don't get this one, if we don't win this one, I'm terrified. I'm scared, and I don't know if we'll be able to pull this off. But we have 14-10, 21-10. 3rd quarter is belonging to us. Oregon, first play of the 4th quarter will be a field goal try on 4th and 5. Cuts it down to an 8-point, 1-score game. All right, Aikman, offense, please come up big here. I mean, I see Aikman's stat line. Hold up, I've seen that. Okay, maybe he is coming up big here. All right, I was disrespecting him all throughout this playoff run, but he's coming up clutch here. 3 touchdowns, no picks. He's doing his thing, and he's got a flag down. All right, so that's going to be coming back. Is it a hold? It is, yep, a hold. And back us up 10 yards. So first down and 29 minutes to go as we'll throw one short for 4 yards. Get it to 2nd down and 16 from the 28. Aikman, clean pocket, just a 3-man rush. And he could have held that ball a little bit longer, but we'll take that. It's a 9-yarder, 3rd down and 7. Aikman, that's a floater. Deep pass. And, oh, he caught that along the sidelines. What a grab. And he got a foot in. That is incredible. And a play that is, dare I say, game-changing because it puts us in scoring range. And Oregon, they couldn't make the tackle. It gets to the edge. What a run. Down inside the 5. What a shift. And a couple of plays that changed so much as we go goal line. Toss it out. End zone. Touchdown. 2-score lead. And Oregon, they had their chance to get off the field, and they couldn't do it. I mean, it was a spectacular grab. I can't even fault them. That's just, how do you let that happen, though? It's so unfortunate. And now they got to go down this field quickly and score a touchdown. Hope their defense can get a stop as they'll go outside incomplete. 2nd down and 10, 5 minutes to go. They'll go with the bubble. We're on that. We're all over it. Loss of 1 as it's 3rd and 11. They'll swing it outside. That's not smart. They're going to lose 2 on the play. 4th and 13. Game on the line for Oregon. Hey, he's got it. First down on the dig route. And keeping things alive a little bit longer for the Ducks as we're going to give him that one. He'll catch it, run it, and stay in bounds. But obviously, first down clock stops momentarily. 2nd down and 10, though. 3:40 to go. Rolling, throwing across the middle, and it'll be another first down, just crossing the line again. They got all their timeouts. It's getting a little scary. Touchdown, Oregon. I was just saying, if we let them score too soon, they're going to have a chance to stop us. And if Aikman, he delivered a good ball. That was just dropped. 2nd down and 10. Jet pass. and he loses 2. Aikman, 3rd and 12. Oh, it's a screen. I can't even really say if it's on him or not, but the running back and the blocking was phenomenal. Okay, we got one more first down. Come on, let's end this game. Come on, that's another one. One more for the end. And it's going to be, okay, he's going backwards. He's losing 6. We just lost 6 on a screen. All right, 2nd down and 16, Aikman. Get it out. That's smart. Just keep the clock moving. 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 20. 2-minute warning, and we'll run it. I understand it's 3rd and 20. You weren't likely to get it. We'll punt the football. With 1:20 to go, Oregon has no timeouts. The kick is going to be returned just past the 30-yard line. It's a solid return. They'll actually get to the 48. It was like a 16-yard return. So Oregon, nice job to get themselves in good field position, and the time that they have is plenty. 60 seconds. Now from the 38, floating over the middle. It's caught. No, come on, defense. A timeout, too. They got an injury timeout. Oregon sacked. Back them up. They gotta go. 44 seconds to go. 3rd and 16. Game on the line. Come on, defense. He's caught it. Breaking a tackle. Short. 4th and 5. 27 seconds. Clock running. Game. National championship for it all. What a hit. And it's incomplete. What a hit. Jarring the ball loose and winning the national title. Actually, what a well-timed hit on that play. Gave him no chance to hang on to that football. And we'll take home our 2nd national title, staying on track. And 7 years in, we've gotten 2 national titles with 2 different teams. Now we have to look ahead to what our next offer is going to be. I actually did it the right way this time, and the rest of the way where I actually, got it a week earlier, so we got the offer. So here are the offers for our next destination. It is Cal, Iowa State, Minnesota, Syracuse. The best team here. All of them stunk. All of them are 2.5 stars. All of them are like 75 or less. Syracuse is the best team, so we're headed to Syracuse back in the ACC. One other rule I'm kind of giving myself for this video, I'm not allowed to, go back to a team. I can't go back to Boston College. I can't go back to BYU. I think that makes sense, but we're on to Syracuse now. I would have hoped that the offers would be a little bit better. I mean, hey, we just won another national championship, and our coach is, I would have to imagine, pretty well-respected. So why are only basement-dwelling ACC teams offering us a contract, or basement-dwelling Big Ten teams offering us a contract? Shouldn't I get a nice offer with a nice team? I guess not. So here's what we got to work with Syracuse. It's a much worse starting point than BYU. BYU was a ranked team, 80-something overall. They were a good starting point. I have to try to win, I have to win a title in 3 years with this team. I can't take 4 years with this one. I can't take 4 years with any team the rest of the way, especially if this is what our teams are going to be. If we're going to have to rebuild a bunch of Syracuses, no disrespect to them, but this is not a high enough starting point. I need more teams closer to BYU than Syracuse. I need more teams closer to, hey, give me a Michigan job or something. Give me something cool. But we do get one huge landing. Alex Dennis. So this is a player that I signed at BYU, a 5-star quarterback who sat the bench, and he hit the transfer portal. I brought him into Syracuse. So I do have a 5-star quarterback coming over from BYU with me to Syracuse. That is huge. He is going to be the building block. That is so massive. And part of it, that is really good. That minor advantage that I do have is, I know the players. I know he was a 5-star. I know his development. I know what he is. So there's not really much mystery there. I know what I'm getting. And yeah, he was definitely somebody that I put all my resources into in the transfer portal to get. He's going to be the quarterback for this team day one. I'm going to just build around him. I'll have 3 years with him most likely, and we have 3 years to win it. So yeah, sophomore, junior, senior year, he's going to start. He's impact dev, so it's not like he's a crazy dev, but he's a 5-star quarterback who's got impact dev, who has a high floor, and he still does have a high ceiling. So he's our guy. The rest of the way, the team really actually isn't that bad. It's got some work to do on the offensive line, especially, but this is workable, especially what we were able to bring in the portal and everything. So, they didn't really offer me much when it came to the team the recruiting class that they already had as a team. But look at that cornerback. That dude's nuts. But yeah, they didn't have much to really offer me. They had a couple of 3-stars already committed. This is a team that, they're all right, but like maybe a top 25 team if I'm able to get a little lucky here. This season, though, I am just prioritizing start the young players. We do actually finish 9-3 on the season and get the 25th spot in the country, go up to an 82 overall. So an 82 overall team, we weren't going to go and make the playoffs. We weren't going to make a national championship run. But the fact that I step in, the team goes from 75 to 82 with my transfer portal and my pickups. Obviously, big improvements there. Bowl game against Missouri. Not really a point in hopping in, and it's a bowl game. Doesn't really do much for us. We're here for the playoffs. We're here for the important stuff. And against this Missouri squad, we're going to be able to win it? I don't think so. Our offense struggling. 14-14. Here we go. 17-14. Into overtime we go. They tie it up, and Missouri is just going to win it. All right. We lost the bowl game, but quick season. Get that out of the way. The first season is going to be probably like that with the rest of these schools unless I get a really big team. I'm kind of scared now. It's like, will BYU be the best starting point I have? But, hey, quarterback wasn't amazing, but we're developing him. We're working on him. That same thing with all these other young players that we started that had star and elite dev. And look at this dude as an edge rusher, 7.5 sacks, but he's a redshirt freshman, 83 overall with good dev. Like, we have actually really good pieces on this team. And wanting to keep as many of them as we can, we actually keep a 90 overall wide receiver from going to the draft, which is huge. And the other kind of big building block pieces, none of them asked to really transfer. So I'm kind of sitting here thinking I think we actually got a pretty decent base here. And the 83 linebacker leaving obviously stings. He was a sophomore, but everything else, yeah, we got our 90 overall receiver to stay. And anybody else who's leaving, like, we can handle that. And, you know, I think that with this recruiting class that we are also bringing in, you can see that we got a 5-star on there. Yeah, I think we did a good job. 5-star linebacker, a couple of other nice players, 4-star, another 5-star there. We got almost everybody that we were looking for. And, yeah, we ended up with 2 5-stars, 7th best class. And we are, I think, actually ready to maybe just go to the playoffs this year. I don't know national championship. It depends on how the progression goes, but take a look at the players that we were able to pick up. What I am now kind of like banking on is like, hey, either we go on like a bit more of like an improbable run to get it in a year or two, or we just get really lucky with a good job offer to a great team. That's what we're banking on. Otherwise, we have to make sure that if it's not going to be like that, we have to get the job done in the 3-year time window. Dennis looks really nice. He's an 87, 91 with boosts. Blade looking great, 95. All these players boosted up, 94 tight end. And yeah, like the team, I think, is now playoff contender. If we were 25th in the country last year, like, yeah, we can make the playoffs this year. I don't have really any doubts in that. It's just a matter of if we can take care of business against the teams that we're supposed to, maybe get in the ACC title picture. The secondary's looking nice. We lost that really good cornerback, but we were able to reload pretty well. And look at all the 90s that we have here. Like, this is a really talented team. And like you can see, we're an 89 overall, and you can see what the team looks like even more with more boosts from the coaches. 89 overall squad. I think we're ready. And 11-1 season, number 6 in the country. We don't make the conference championship, though. 3 teams went 8-0 in the conference. We went 7-1. So we were actually 4th in the conference. We'll go to the playoffs and have to play a round 1 game. And we're taking on Clemson at home. So we're the number 6 seed. We missed out on our chance to fight for a first round bye. The ACC, though, being pretty stacked this year. Unfortunate for us, but it is what it is. And we move to a 10-0 deficit. Syracuse, come on. We can't be coming out flat in this playoff game. Halftime scoreless for us. And we're still nothing. 10-0. And we go into the fourth quarter with no points. What is going on here? Dennis throwing the ball deep. First play of the fourth quarter. Nice catch. All right. Well, like, where was this the first 3 quarters? It took us 2 plays of me watching to score a touchdown. I would have liked to see that a little earlier, but the defense is doing their thing. 10-7 your score. Still very much in it. Still very much have a chance in this one. Whereas Clemson has the ball. It's 2nd down and 6. We got a spy in there. He has to get rid of the football. And out of bounds. 3rd down and 6. Can we force the 3 and out? Clemson, deep pass down the middle. Double coverage. Picked off. Syracuse gets it back and runs it to about midfield and beyond to the 47. And everything turning around once the 4th quarter hits. Now can we go for the lead? Play action. Dennis is going to throw for a 1st down into field goal range, I assume. I think our kickers have been pretty competent throughout the course of this video. I'm going to just hope that wasn't a jinx. 3rd down and 9. Dennis is going to go underneath. There's a couple guys short open, but none of them able to get the 1st down. Blocking down the field wasn't good enough. Too many Clemson defenders. Field goal for the tie is good. No jinx there. 10-10 your score. And Clemson offense back out there on the field with a run. And he's got a lot of room. And open field tackle, but a 25-yard gain with 6.5 to go. Screen, and the defender's bad angles. He's going all the way to a 40-yard gain. I don't know what the corners were doing there, as Syracuse's defense suddenly slipping up on this drive. 7 yards out, on the run, incomplete. Nice job to get a hand in there. 3rd down and goal. As the pressure gets in, and what a catch! Touchdown! Hanging on, the coverage was good, the pressure was there. That was just a better throwing catch, nothing we can really do. As we go jet pass on this one, and 5 yards on the play. 2nd down, run the ball with number 85. Is that like a receiver out there? He's got 6 carries, I guess not. I guess he's a running back wearing number 85. 3rd down and 3, past the sticks, it's incomplete. We gotta punt the ball. In Syracuse's defense, we gotta come up with a stop here in the worst way. Got all our timeouts of 4 minutes to go, so it's plenty of time. You just can't let them get into field goal range. 3rd down, here's your chance. Get off the field right here. Give our offense the ball back, and no! Right up the seam. And just splitting the safety, splitting the zones, and they have not only a 1st down, but they're in field goal range for a 2-score lead. We're looking for a missed field goal or a turnover, and they'll lose yards there. 3rd down and 11, play action. At the 31, completion timeout used, but now for the 2-score lead. Kick is good. That's brutal. All right, we're down by 10 with 2 minutes to go. I just don't like how our team has played this game. They started the 4th quarter hot, but that's been the only real spark of hope and energy of this team as we are reaching not quite the 1st down, 3rd and inches. We're down to 1 timeout, 2-minute warnings passed, and yeah, we're banking on that onside kick. I mean, it's happened for us once at Boston College. I don't know if it's going to happen again, though. 2nd down and 6 as they'll throw it. Underneath again, juke move, and I don't know why you would make that move to just juke into your teammate as we get the 1st down there. 1:18 to play. I mean, it's taken us quite a bit of time to get down the field, but they're playing that top-down coverage. 60 seconds to go. They'll give us all of those, like the drag routes. Yeah, they'll give us that. We'll get 7 yards. We'll get tackled in bounds, lose like 10 seconds on the play. And Dennis finally taking a shot down the field. He's got him! Touchdown! Syracuse makes it a 3-point game, but the onside kick is all Clemson's in a really disappointing round 1 loss as we were the favorites, higher seed, home team. I think maybe even the better team. We just did not play good, though. We really did not play good. That hurts a little bit because I felt like we were good enough to at least give ourselves a chance to go on our run. Maybe not like a favorite, but like an outside contender. But I will say, though, Dennis, much better season. Upped his completion percentage by 12%. Like, that is a big improvement. Everything up. A running back, 24 rushing touchdowns as well. Nice. 200,000-yard receivers. Team played well. And look at the edge rusher. Look at that. 17 and 18 sacks. That is absurdly good. And a 5-interception season from one of our DBs. So, yeah, everything there inspires confidence in me to believe that this team, they can go on a run next year. We are unfortunately losing some of these guys, though. Like, look at that. We're losing a cornerback, 2 cornerbacks, actually, some freshmen. So that hurts. But Dennis will be back. A couple other players will be back. We'll be fine. and reloading without having to have our linebacking core there really hurts, but you can't go unscathed throughout the offseason. This is the class we bring in, not as like top tier, but we had the #1 transfer portal class. I very much go for year 3. It's like, hey, just focus on the transfer portal, get the best players that you can get that can plug in and play right now. And that's what we went for. That's what you have to go for to do this challenge. So we go through, and you could see all these 3 stars and 4 stars that we were able to snag. And yeah, I mean, we were able to fill in the holes at cornerback, which was big. We got enough linebackers, I think, to recoup. And Dennis, 88 overall. Again, a +1 jump from our quarterback. I would have liked a little bit more. Our running back room, awesome. No problems there. Receiving room, we can work with that. That's pretty good. Tight end, that's great. +16. I mean, he's a pure blocker, so like they're obviously worse, but like still, +16 is awesome. Interior offensive line, just beast offensive line. We can work with that. Edge rushers, unbelievable. Look at the edge rush room. The D-line as a whole is the best D-line I may have all video. Linebacking room, still good. It's a great defense. Cornerback, still good. Like, this is a team that, like, up until this point, maybe the best team we've had. So we got to get it done. Like, this is what the team looks like just after training results, and then when we eventually get to the point where we get to the regular season, like, adjust the overall and everything. You can see with the boosts, look at the boosts. Look at the boosts from our coaches. We're a 95 overall. So we're actually worse than the BYU team, but I think look at the top end talent. Look at all the 90 pluses that we have. Like, look at the top end talent we have. Like, this is an incredible team. We go 11-1 again, and our #3 in the country, ACC title game against Miami. So another chance to get a first round bye, and this time around we will actually be fighting in the ACC title game, unlike last year. But a first round bye, I don't need to explain to you the importance of it. This is what we're looking for. This is what we need, especially after going out in round 1 last year. We don't want to have that situation pop up again. 7-0 in this one, second quarter. Miami puts up 3. We put up 3 of our own, and we'll go into half with Miami getting a field goal at the very end. 10-6 as we go third quarter. And Miami not able to do anything with their opening drive. We find a field goal, and I think there was a safety in there, and then another score. I don't know what that was all about, but hey, it's 16-13. That's all situated in that way. We're losing in this one. We are in the playoffs regardless. Like, Miami's the #2 team in the country. Losing to them won't drop us any significant amount. I mean, there's a chance we can lose and still get a first round bye. Don't want to take that bet, but let's just go and take care of business here. Get the 2 seed or maybe even the 1 seed if we win this one, and have a easier road to the playoffs. It's a first down completion there, 49-yard line. Dennis, you gotta prove why I believed in you so much. I brought you into BYU, wanted you to eventually be the guy. When I moved to Syracuse, I took you with me because I believed that you were the guy that could go and win us a national championship. Can you prove me right? As he gets 7 yards there, second down and 3, outside, caught for the first down, and he's dealing on this drive. Second down 11, play action over the middle, first down again, and to the 4-yard line, jet pass, and he's not gonna get anything. A loose 3 on the play, second down and goal, where he'll find a receiver, runs his way in. That's a touchdown, that's the lead, and we are 1 step closer to that first round bye. 4.5 minutes to go. It was a long drive. Good job from the offense. Now, can the defense finish things off here? As Miami in the flats, he's falling forward for 5 yards on the play. Third down and 2 from the 27. Quick throw and first down. 31-yard line. 3:20 to go. Miami, slant route. Got another one. It's a little like, I'm not going to say confusing, but like the orange top, white bottoms, and we got orange bottoms, white tops. There's a lot of white and orange on this field. Throwing me off a little bit as we got a third down and 5, and 48-yard line screen set up, and he stonewalled right at the line. It's short. 4th and inches, 2-minute warning, and he's close. I think they gave it to him, and they did. They gave it to him right at the 2-minute warning. That's actually surprising that they snapped it right before the 2-minute warning. Usually teams will kind of take it to the 2, kind of draw up a play there. They caught us off guard a little bit, as that's another first down. 34-yard line, and Miami, deep middle, incomplete. He went up for the climb the ladder on that one, but he couldn't bring it in. And now, second down, big hit for 6 yards. That receiver, 112 on the day. He's been doing his thing. As third down, can't bring it in. He would have been short regardless. 4th down and 4. This is your game on the line here for Miami. It's been a long drive for them, and not happening. Miami, he got hit and couldn't reel it in, and we get the first down, and just like that, are taking it home. It was a 4th quarter that did not have many possessions. There was one long drive from us, one long drive from them. Ours cashed in and theirs did not. That is the difference. That's all it took. And that is what brings us all the way up to a first round bye. So already farther than we got last year. As you can see with the standings, we got number 2 in the country. Also BYU, hey, look at them. They're undefeated. So I guess I really built them a pretty crazy foundation. Syracuse, though, will be taking on Iowa. They took out Auburn. It would have been funny if I just had to play like Auburn with all of my teams, because I played them at Boston College. I played them with BYU. It would have been kind of funny if just every year I had to run into Auburn to go and take my title. But hey, let's go and get the job done here. It doesn't matter who's playing us. We're doing our thing right now. 24-17 on top of Iowa going into the half. 3rd quarter. Can we take a 2-score lead? Yes, we can by 10. There we go. Iowa gets a field goal right back, gets the football, starts the 4th quarter off, down by 7. Issue is they are backed up, and a run there is only going to get them 1 yard. It'll be 3rd and 7 from their own 9. And Iowa outside, short of the sticks, and it's going to be our football already in Iowa territory after the punt. And one play over the middle crossing is going to get us to the 31-yard line. We're in position to take that 2-score lead. Swing pass, nice step forward, get some positive yards off of that, where it would have been a bigger loss. I felt like it could have been like a 3, 4, 5-yard loss. Instead, it'd only be a 1-yard loss, and it's going to set up for the tight end to get us the 3rd down and 1. We'll take that, run the football, gets the nice blocking. You can see 67 there. Hey, highlight him. Good job on that play. That was our right tackle, and that's a quick throw for the first down and more right at the 1-yard line. Dennis hands it. No, he keeps it. Dennis, touchdown. Iowa now down by 14 in their offense. Well, they got a big play in them. I feel like we haven't been allowing, like, you know, coming over from BYU to Syracuse, we haven't been allowing a lot of like these big catastrophic plays. I feel like, you know, the defense has been so good whenever I've come around and been the coach of these teams. I mean, that wasn't very good offense there. That's more bad offense than it is good defense. 3rd down and 6 this time around. A little bit more of a laser pass and not so much of a rainbow rubber ducky up in like double coverage. That's what you need if you're Iowa. 1st down and 10 again, as he somehow got that throw off. Nice job to get it off. And it'll be for 3 yards, 35-yard line. Read option. We were all over that. Running back accounted for, quarterback accounted for, and he goes down for a loss of 2. Now everyone's short of the sticks on 3rd down. They just ran a bunch of hitch routes. 4th and 18 after the sack. Deep pass, knocked down. I don't love the play call there on 3rd down from Iowa. Just a bunch of hitch routes. Like, what are you doing there? You call that like some Zach Taylor offense right there. I don't know what you're doing. But what we're doing is trying to lock up this game. Under 3 minutes to go. I mean, we put up a field goal here. Pretty much over. We get the first downs we need. Pretty much over. 3rd down and 10, though. Iowa, can they stop the first down and stop the field goal try? We're just going to throw it deep. That was bold, but it's incomplete. 38-yard line. I guess we're confident in our kicker. And, well, I guess for valid reason, there's your 17-point lead and your game, where we take it home 37-20 over the Hawkeyes, and we'll move on to the Final Four. Dennis, pretty solid game all around. And the run game, that is terrible. that is terrible, but we won. So, hey, just make sure you don't do that again, because we can't be doing that. Like 3 rushing yards from our running back. But take on UCLA, number 3 in the country, and a 13-1 team as well. So let's see if we can take them out and go to a national championship. Our chance to win our 3rd one with our 3rd different team here in, what year are we? We're in year, are we in year 10? We're in year 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think we're in year 10. I'm losing count. It's been so many years, but here we go. 4th quarter, it's 26-17, and it will be Syracuse ball with the 9-point lead. So we're taking care of business so far. Dennis for the first down. 8:42 to go. And open man! Oh, he's free! And he scores a touchdown! Wide open, and it's 34-17. and we are just out here playing some great football, some dominant football. Again, I don't want to speak too soon or jinx myself, but I'm happy when I, start this video and start this process that, all my teams haven't decided they want to be serial chokers today, like in other videos. Like, that was, there's been some miserable ones that I've gone through, but hey, the team's getting the job done today, so far at least, and we still have a long road ahead of us. There's an interception, up by 17 and a pick. And yeah, this one, that could be all over already, as Dennis on the read option. I guess one more, score for good measure, I guess. Run out some clock here, 3rd down and 1, sneak it for the 1st down. Keep on running things. Dennis is going to throw outside, and that's going to be 4th and 1. Why not go for it? I mean, what difference does 17 and 20 make? Get the 1st down. Not able to do it, though. Still, doesn't matter. They drive down the field. End zone, touchdown, UCLA. So they'll score it, but the onside kick is going to be picked up by us, and we'll be up by 10. UCLA still has all their timeouts, so maybe I shouldn't be taking them too lightly, but a 1st down here will be all good, as Dennis outside, caught, 1st down, and there you go. Wrap things up, and it'll be 34-24. Game over. We're going to the national championship. We haven't been really faced with too much resistance up until this point, so let's hope we can continue that. Let's go on to see who's waiting for us on the other side. And if you were paying attention to what the bracket looked like, you could kind of see what team might be there, as we'll get to that. But look at this. What in the world? 6 interceptions from our team. Are we dead serious? 6 interceptions? And look at this quarterback. Look at this quarterback for them. They're a 93 overall quarterback. What kind of 93 overall fraud are you? 6 picks in a playoff game. UCLA is, oh my goodness. But yeah, look at the national championship game. Oh boy, how about a team that I helped create? Can I destroy the monster I helped create? BYU has been incredible since I've left. I mean, like, look at the recruiting classes I gave them. I set them up for multiple years, and now they're sitting here once again undefeated, all the way back to a national championship. It's funny because BYU has become great, and Boston College has fallen off completely. So, like, I can only help you so much, but it's up to you guys to continue on what I built, as BYU is up 17-14 in this 4th quarter, but we have the football at the 29, and that was almost a pick. All right, we'll have to just settle for the tie, but after that play, I'm okay with that, because that was almost a pick and a pick 6. So 17-17, we're all knotted up here, and a sack! Loss of 7 in what I would say is another one of these must-win situations. Another sack. 3rd and 24. Right it up the middle. You avoid the safety, but you're obviously going to have to punt it here. 4th and 15. We'll take the football back at the 49, and a quick pass will be for 2 yards. Dennis hasn't had a big prolific day, but hey, remember, Dennis, this is the team you committed to. You didn't commit actually to this team. You committed to me. Because when I left, you left. Show them why you made the right decision, why you were my quarterback and not BYU's quarterback. You're my quarterback. You are my guy that I brought in to now, I guess, slay the team that I helped create as a touchdown. And Dennis delivers for 7, 24-17. BYU runs it for the 1st down at the 33-yard line, handed it off right up the middle. Here he goes, and that will be for 5 yards on the play. 5:22 to go. Read option. There you go. Look at that. Who was number 17? Yeah, big props to you. You had the running back covered and the quarterback covered. Nowhere to go as it's intercepted now. 3rd and 9. Picked off right at midfield, and we have the football back now. Dennis. Read option. He stops. So neither team able to get it going to the read option, but Dennis 3rd down at 10. You got a big conversion in you. It's going to take the shot, Dave. 1-on-1, and no, picked off. Man, he wanted the dagger shot, and honestly, valid. Valid. I'll take that. I mean, a throwing punt, I guess, sure. We weren't going to kick a field goal from midfield. We don't have Brandon Aubrey, as that's BYU running ahead for the 1st down, 30-yard line. Now at 2nd down and 7. He's pressured again, the D-line. It's their 5th sack of the game. It's 3rd and 16, and that short route means nothing. 2-minute warning, they're going for it. I think this is it. Deep ball. Oh, no, it caught it. Come on. That was such a good play by them, though. I can't even be too mad. As they, can go and tie this game. 123, and they get the first down to the 11-yard line. Come on, speed option. He'll keep it. He'll run, and he'll get to 53 seconds at the 9-yard line. End zone! Oh, no, he had it! He had the pick, but he dropped it! 3rd and 8. They get another chance at life, and they're pressured. They're running. Breaks out of a sack. Fumbles the football, but they hang on again. Can they hang on a 3rd time? They fumbled. They threw what should have been a pick. Now 4th down. National championship on the line. 20 seconds. They gotta go all 14 yards. Can they get an end zone? Picked off. Picked off. And we'll win that. We'll take it and take home national title number 3. And you can't believe it if you're a BYU fan, but we proved ourselves a little right there. You may have taken what I built, but I know what you built because I built it and I beat it, and we are going to now move on off of Syracuse, and I guess we're going to leave them behind with what I was able to build for them. We have to move on to team number 4. We have 5 years left to win 2 national championships with 2 different teams. And Dennis, hey, I'm proud of you, Dennis. You did what you had to do. You played admirably, and you were my guy. I got to say goodbye to you. You're going to go to the NFL. We go our separate ways. Here's our offers. Our offers are Duke and Oregon State. Neither of them are that good. I'm going to pick Oregon State. I think Oregon State's the better option here because Duke is in the ACC. I've already taken care of the ACC. I could do it again, but Oregon State, I can go cupcake schedule. I can go full cupcake schedule with them because they only have like 2 locked games. So we'll get to that. I'm going to be honest, I'm doing everything I can to make this happen. So, like, hey, if you want to, like, say, hey, lame, Duke, don't do cupcake schedules. I need to do everything I can to do this because we have to do it where I have 2 years to win a championship with the school. And look at the teams we're getting. Oregon State, Syracuse, Duke. Like, it's not like we're getting hard-hitting schools. I have to build stuff up here. And it took me 4 years of Boston College, 3 years with BYU, 3 years with Syracuse. If we keep on this path, it'll take me 3 years with Oregon State, 3 years with whoever else. That puts us at 16. We don't have 16 years. We only got 15. So we got to figure out any advantage that we can. We keep getting better as a coach as well. We got like the whole refund, multiple tries to try to convince people to stay. Like, we're a really big time coach, but like we need to just keep on building stuff up here. Man, this Oregon State team, like, we don't have to build as good of a team to make the playoffs because we can do cupcake schedules in the regular season, but obviously we have to build a good enough team to get it done in the playoffs. And 41st recruiting class, they basically had nothing. They had like nothing when I took over. So I had to scrap together whatever I could. It is not a great recruiting class, but like it's going to get the job done, I guess. And the team, it's not bad. It's okay. Like, it's workable. I can deal with it, but man, I don't think this is as good of a starting point as Syracuse. I don't think this is probably like maybe the worst starting point team. Because even though their overall isn't as bad as Syracuse's, Syracuse had some really promising players, and I was able to also bring in Dennis. I don't got that. I got Trey Dobbs at quarterback and, other freshmen. I'm probably going to start like a freshman and just try to develop him and play like the 2-year route. Like, I'm not going for a championship this year. This team is not championship ready. The receiving core is really good, though, but, it has their weaknesses, too, on this team. Like, you can't play for the championship year one. If I try to burn it all out right now, then, like, yeah, we're not going to go and win a national championship. I could probably raise the team's floor for this season and try to sneak into the playoffs, but no point in doing that. I know we're not winning this year. I'm not playing to win it this year. I'm playing to just build the foundation of the team, just like I did previously. It works out. We'll just have to accept the fact that, yeah, like, we're not going to make the playoffs probably this year. We'll just kind of take our bowl game, hope to win as much as possible, maybe sneak in if we get lucky, but get to the end of the season as you could actually take a look at first what this roster will look like. We got up to an 84 overall, so we're pretty decent, but like you can also look at what the schedule is. So the reason I wanted to take Oregon State is I can make the schedule cupcake as heck for us. We take on Oregon as a locked game, and then we take on Washington State as a locked game. So, like I said, I'm using every advantage I can because we have to do what we can to get this done. I mean, just because we can maybe sneak into the playoffs doesn't mean we can actually do much, but we got to do what we can to help this team out as much as possible. So we get to the end of the year, and we actually did go 11-1, and would you believe it, the only loss we had was to Oregon, who was the only good team we played. So we go number 22 in the country because we did play a bunch of weak opponents. It's like 11-1 wasn't enough for us to get into the playoffs as like an extra 12th seed or something like that, but 11-1, like, it wasn't just about trying to get easy wins. It was trying to maintain our prestige, raise our prestige, try to get into the top 25, give us a nice starting base for next year as well, because if you end one season ranked, you can go into the next season ranked potentially. And against this Arizona State squad that is number 12 in the country, hey, we are losing, but how about this? We go score, make it a one-score game. I take it a little slow because I'm kind of curious here, and we score a touchdown to take the lead. 3 minutes to go, 37-36, and to hold things off, we actually won the bowl game. I mean, it doesn't mean a whole lot to win an Alamo Bowl for this challenge, but pretty nice and an encouraging sign. The team also, I also, went for the easier opponents just because we can rack up XP, rack up stats, try to develop these players. I wanted to go and prioritize some of these young guys, give them easier opponents, let them stack up XP and have better stats. So, like, all of that was intentional. Like, it wasn't about making the playoffs this year. It was about trying to develop these players as much as I can and to give us the best chance going into next year. We're a 3-star prestige now, 18th in the country, so we should get maybe starting in the top 25 next year. If we're at 84 now, you have to believe that we're going to be high 80s at least next year, and it leaves us for, championship contender being up because maybe now more players in the portal will be interested in joining us. So, like, it was all just to set things up for this year. I don't know if that means we can immediately turn things around and have a 2-year championship win, and it might come down to the final team, which would be scary, but we're just going to try to keep doing the best that we can. We had a lot of players that wanted to leave, but we were able to convince a decent amount of them to stay. And, like, towards the end here, when we got our last chance, we got a number of them to actually end up staying. So, pretty cool. And then we get to our recruiting class, a number of 4-stars here. Like, the recruiting classes for Oregon State aren't as great because it's not like we have conference prestige on our side or other things, but 14th in the country, not bad at all. I'll take that. We even got a 5-star. We had the number 1 portal class again, so that's kind of, you could see where we're going after here. We ended up with 7 4-stars in the portal, and, even like our 2-star, it was like a punter, so like we can deal with that. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to go and win it this year because we need to get 1 year where we go on a nice run. It, like, literally the year where we lost the national championship as Boston College, that hurt us bad. Then the year where we made the Final Four with BYU and had the 55-57 game, that hurt us bad because, like, hey, we could have won the national championship that year too. And then you had the year of Syracuse where we went one and done. Unfortunate, but it's like we've had at least 2 really strong opportunities to have won a championship a year earlier, and that 1 year earlier that we didn't get it with those 2 opportunities might be the difference in this one. So, like, it's not impossible to go and do it in 2 years. We had our chance, especially with BYU, to do it. So the team this year, it's a little thin. It's an 89 overall team, though. Like, it is a competitive team. It's just not as top end, not top heavy with the talent. We just don't have the high end guys. We go 11-1 this year. The funny thing is we actually beat Oregon. We just lost to one of the random bum teams, which is unfortunate. But interestingly enough, like, there's no conference championship at Oregon State, obviously, but interestingly enough, we go to the playoffs to take on Toledo. Toledo's number 8 in the country. Good on them. They didn't even have to sneak in with the 12 seed. They were just a legit top 10 team for some reason. I don't know what Toledo's been up to, but hey, good on them to not only be a legit top 10 team, but do it without even being undefeated. Not even a 1-loss team. They are a 2-loss legit top 10 team. So Toledo, I guess, is here. Like, they're cool. They're good, but yeah, they're not doing too good in this one. We're up 17-6, and up top, it's caught for Toledo. But again, if we're going to come out here and have any opportunity to go and do this, yeah, give me the Toledos of the world. Give me other teams somehow upsetting other squads to get into the playoffs, because one more Toledo in the playoffs is one less Alabama I got to deal with. So I'll take all that every single day as Toledo running it inside the 10-yard line. Down, 2nd and goal, up the middle, touchdown. Toledo cuts it to a one-score game. 2-point conversion to make it a 3-point game is good. And it'll be a 3-point deficit. I guess it would be embarrassing if I trash talk Toledo and we lost to them, but I mean, hey, it's possible. They are here for a reason, so I ain't gonna disrespect them too hard. But we got blocking like that on the edge, and nice run, and it'll get us 20 yards on the play. 7 minutes to go. We're running up the middle. Another open lane, and another like 20-yard run. As the run game picking things up right now. Toledo can't do much here. 6 yards on that one. 2nd and 4. Toss it out, and that's a stop. And a big one, loss of 6. 3rd down and 10 as he's going to get it out. And will he get the first down? Yes, he will. That's huge. Get that first down. Keep on going and try to get that 2-score lead right back as they're going to run it. He's scrambling, diving down for a 3rd and 3. 4:30 to play. Here's the run for the marker. Not even going to get close. He got tackled on first contact. We're going for it. 4th down. Oh, I don't know about that. That is a very risky call, and that was basically a call that's saying we want to end the game now by getting a touchdown. And I don't know about that. If it was 4th and 1, maybe, but we don't get it on 4th down. Now Toledo, they can tie it up. They can take the lead right here with plenty of time on the clock still for them. 3:20 to go, and they'll go for the completion for 9 yards. I'm stressed out now. They're gonna go screen on this one. He's got a blocker out in front. He got a broken tackle. He's got a lot of space, and he's all the way to the 11-yard line. A 35-yard catch and run, and they're out to the outside. He's inside the 5 to the 4. 2 minutes to go. Keeper for the quarterback. He's brought down 3rd and 1 at the warning. Pass, shoots the gap. He shot the gap. Huge loss of 3, and they're kicking the field goal. That is a huge play from the defense. We'll have the ball, tie game now, 1:13 to go, and middle diving grab, 1st down. That's our first timeout. Gotta go 25, 30 yards, and he's got all of that right there. One play was all we needed there, and he's got him into field goal range, as that completion will get us to a 50-yard field goal, but we're not done. We want to get even closer, and he's gonna get rid of the football on 4th down. All right, we'll take that. Just didn't take the sack, which is good. Make the field goal, 50 yards, it's good, and the defense just has to hold for 40 seconds, and we'll move on to the 2nd round as that throw immediately sitting on it, picked off, and we'll win that one. A scary one, though. I won't underestimate you again, Toledo, but we were able to come out on top of this one. Kneel the ball out, win it. I mean, you know, we did struggle against this team. It was a close one, so I don't know what the confidence level is if we go and face a top-tier school, but let's just try to get through it, try to win it. Team played, you know, the run game at least did really well in the 4th quarter, so we have that going for us. And our 2nd round matchup, Miami, #1 in the country. All right, that's not going to be an easy one, but here we go. Fiesta Bowl. Can we prove that we are a championship contender this year and take out this Miami team? 14-7 after 1. Get the football back. Not able to score, though. Miami, it's been a stalemate here. No points put up in the 2nd. We have a 7-point halftime lead. 3rd quarter, Miami still can't do anything. It's 14-7. There's been no points since the 1st quarter, but Miami's driving, and they're in the red zone right now. 1st down and 10 from the 14. Run the ball. No, he keeps it. But I think that's going to be an illegal man downfield. He had that, kept that there too long. Hey, you could do all that taunting, number 60. It ain't going to mean anything. You were a little too far down the field. Take that 1st down away. Back them up. 1st and 15 from the 19 as they'll go short, wide open with a lot of room. And that 1st and 15 was a race just like that. 1st and goal from the 3 now. Bubble screen and a touchdown, Miami. Tie the game up 14-14 as we'll go on the ground. Spinning off a defender, but he's going to lose 4. Our running back has -3 yards on the game. What in the world? Pass along the sidelines. Oh, that's caught for 12 yards, 3rd and 2. Yeah, I guess throw the ball. We going to lose yards on that one, though. We have to punt it away. You can't win a game with -3 rushing yards. What is that? You got to do better, guys. And now Miami with the football and a run, big hole, 20 more yards. He's got 147. Well, that's the difference here. How is it even tied? It feels like It feels like we're being outplayed, but somehow, some way we're here. And Miami stepping up. He's got a lot of time, only a 3-man rush. Someone eventually open. And a first down to the 3-yard line. Goal to go. Miami for the lead. Touchdown. Hurricanes. And we're down by 7 with 5.5 to go. And a team that can't run the football and is struggling as they are going to complete a pass, though, at least first down. Don't go 3 and out, which is nice. But, I mean, how many times can you really afford to have plays like that? Are you kidding me? It's going to be a hold, too. I mean, just decline the hold at that point if you're Miami. It's going to be first down in 20. No, it's going to be second and 17. Yeah, decline that penalty. And, yeah, this is how are we running the football that badly? You got the passing game going for 12 there. 3rd down and 5. Pass incomplete, broken up. 4th down. You punt the football. You're going to trust the defense. I mean, I guess. But sack there. Well, maybe I get. Okay, maybe not hate too much. But 2nd down and 15. I'm not loving what I'm seeing right now as Miami. Oh, come on. Yeah, I mean, this is why we did the whole, like, cupcake thing. Like, I just don't know if we're really ready here this season. It's one thing to get in the dance. We just have to get there and hope we get lucky with a season like this. But, yeah, this team clearly, I don't know if they're ready. Somehow they didn't get the first down on that sneak. Some of the QB sneak spottings in this game are disgustingly bad. But, hey, we'll take the football back. We have a chance. You know, I'm being all negative here, but we have a chance, as that's a chance that if he broke that tackle, he was gone. But we have a legit opportunity. 1:25 to go, and the pass midfield. It sets us up 3rd down and 7. Come on, what do you got here? It's caught for the first down, and we'll tick down to 1:10 to play. 1 timeout over the middle again, and the only one close to him that could even have covered it was the referee. So Miami breaking down in coverage, outside, more space, inside the 10, we can pull it off. I would say just go for 2 if you score, why not? And end zone touchdown. I don't think we're gonna go for 2, but I wouldn't mind. Yeah, we're going to overtime. All right, I really would have went for 2 there because I don't think we're the better team. I think we're getting outplayed. I would have just wanted to try to steal it, but instead Miami will get the football to start overtime, and they're already inside the 5, 21 yards on the play, 1st and goal, they'll throw it, and Miami, short, in the flat, knocking over the pylon, but not in, half a yard out, 2nd and goal, keeper, in, touchdown, Hurricanes. And the Beavers got to come out here and score a touchdown to respond. Again, hey, you can go for 2 if you want to. Like, I would say, if you get another opportunity here, try to just end this game. End it as going to slide down for 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 from the 20. And we'll throw short. That's going to be a wide open man for a first down on the play. 13 yards out. And he's got to get pressured. No, he's sacked. It's 3rd and 19. Brutal. Just had to get rid of that ball. And now 3rd and 19. Obviously, you're going to go for it on 4th down. You got to get something here. You're going to run. Okay, there you go. Run it. First down. He got it. Goal to go. Come on. Come on. And in the backfield. Lost 2 on the play. 4 yards out. 2nd and goal. And he's throwing short. It's caught. Touchdown. And I don't think they're going for 2. No, they're not. And once again, we'll be in double overtime now as we hit a screen to the receiver. He didn't want to run where the blocking was. He instead goes the other way for 2 yards. 23-yard line. Another catch. Another short yard situation. 3rd down and 1. Running up the middle. There you go, the run game. There's a flag. Come on. You're not serious right now. That was such a late call. 3rd and 11. Play action. Caught. Short. 4th and 2. And you kick the field goal. You've got to be kidding me. Like at that point, I would have probably just went for it too. I don't know, man. I would have just be aggressive, but now we got to stop Miami. And they got 7 on that play. They got 173 yards on 16 carries. We can't stop them. We can't stop them. Look at them mowing over our line. Touchdown. I said we can't stop them, and we couldn't stop them. What do you know? I'm going to put that one on a lack of killer instincts there. Go for 2 at the end of the game. You don't. You go for 2 in the first overtime. You don't. You had your chance. You know the team that you're playing is better than you. Try to just steal it. They didn't do it. They didn't want to go aggressive. I have my aggressiveness cranked up to 100 too as a coach. So like I don't even want to hear none of that. Like I literally can't put my aggressiveness any higher as a coach. So I did what I could. Weren't able to get it done though. That's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. It means now we only have 3 years left. We have to win 2 national championships. We have to absolutely 100% win it next year with Oregon State. And then we have to hope that the next team that we land at is going to be good enough as a starting base to have us win the title in a fashion that we haven't yet done, and that is in 2 years or 1 year even. I'm just shocked by the job offers we've gotten in this video. I very much understand that like the only teams that would be looking for a new head coach are teams that played poorly or underperformed or whatever, but you know, like, good teams fire their coaches and underperform and need new stuff. Like, why has there not been any, like, good teams that try to hire me? Like, it's only been BYU that needed a head coach. Everybody else is just like, oh, yeah, not only do we need a head coach, but we just stink, too. Or we're, like, really whatever. Like, there's not been any, like, hey, we have this 90 overall team and we underperformed, fire the coach. It's like, no, okay, well, everybody is, I guess, locked up. Everyone's cool. Everyone's doing fine, I suppose. So I haven't been able to find a good job offer. And we have to just hope that the last job offer we get, if we even are able to win a national championship, is a good one. So here's what the team's going to be looking like. We go and grab these prospects. It's exclusively basically just portal players because you got to sell out for this year. Like, you have to do it this year. We had the 15th overall class, which is pretty good. And we are going to have this as our group of guys. We ended up with like 32 players, which is pretty nice. But yeah, I mean, it's the transfer portal guys, the 3-star high school guys, even some of the 4-star high school guys. Pretty inconsequential for what this upcoming season is going to be. We aren't going to need a lot of those guys to really play. So here's what the team looks like now. Quarterback, 86 overall, 88 with boost. Running back room, awesome. Amazing running back duo. It's great. Receivers, good receivers, 390 pluses. Tight end, not great, but like, yeah, that's fine if we have everything else good, especially when we have 2, make it 3, make it 4 of our 5 linemen being 90 plus, 90 edge rusher, and in the linebacking room, 93, 97 linebacker, 291 corners, and the safety room pretty weak, but the roster is really good. We're a 92 overall team. We were able to win a national championship with something around that, and the team high-end talent, it's got it. So it's a lot better of a team this year, and we go 12-0 this time around. And we are taking on, well, hey, welcome back an old friend, Syracuse. We're taking Syracuse on in the first round of the playoffs. It is nice to not have to go through like a conference championship or really any of that. Like, all I had to do is deal with Washington State in the last game of the season, and they stink. Like, Washington State in this has been like a 60 overall team like every year. Yeah, I'll take that. Like, it's easy work there in the conference. The con there is I am not able to get a first round bye because, you know, we aren't in a good conference, so we're not even in a respectable conference. Our conference doesn't exist, but hey, we're not really struggling right now in our first round game. Hey, maybe it is just an outright first round bye because we're up 27-6 right now on this Syracuse squad. Handoff, Syracuse, big run, and they'll get to the 20-yard line. They're trying to come out here, cut this down to a 2-score game as another run, wide open hole up the middle, and where is those 97 linebackers at as the run is stopped for a gain of 0 and a 3rd down, and they'll not get it here. 4th down, this is it, where you gotta score as they'll try to escape, run for it. He tried to make a move and he couldn't get there, and we're backed up at our own 1-yard line, and oh my goodness, why would you toss the ball at the 1-yard line? That's a safety. I don't know why the heck you'd do that, but hey, sure, there's not a lot of time left, and that Syracuse drive ate up most of the 4th quarter, or at least like half of the 4th quarter, really. It's 4th down and 12, though, deep pass, and it's incomplete, so that will end things. If they would have gotten a touchdown on that long drive, at least you could have said, like, hey, we cut it down to a 2-score game, but all you got out of it was a safety and a turnover on downs. Our quarterback stunk it up. 2 picks on the day, but at least the run game, 100 yards on 6 a carry, and a very, very easy first round matchup. gone, and we'll move on to the second round. And we're taking on Alabama, #1 team in the country, undefeated. It's going to be about as tough of a test as it gets. You could take out the Syracuses, the Toledos, but we have yet to win against one of those top-tier premier schools. But I think the team is definitely good enough. I mean, I guess if you want to count Oregon, we did beat Oregon in the regular season, so there's that. 13-3, though, is what the score is at half. We go 16-3, Bama scores a touchdown, and we respond with one of our own. We missed the 2-point conversion, so it makes it 22-10, a 12-point lead for Oregon State, as Bama's got the football, and Bama's going to set up 3rd and inches. You know what they're going. QB sneak, and he'll have the first down. And he'll go to the 26-yard line. Bama, a lot of time in the pocket, and he's going to scramble. He's got the first down and a lot more. A 24-yard run. 2nd down and 7 now as he goes right down the middle. Caught in a broken tackle to the red zone. And a handoff now. Another big open lane. I mean, that's what I've noticed so far. The run defense up the middle, not ideal, as Bama to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal, right up the middle, and a touchdown. Alabama makes it a 5-point game with under 7 minutes to go. And our offense, hey, can you put up some points to make me feel a little bit comfortable here? Like, get that field goal at least and make it a full 1-score game with the 2-point conversion and everything that Bama would need to get, because at least I feel like we can, not lose it outright in regulation. Just give me something to be comfortable about. At least the offense, though, moving it so far, doing well. First downs, 46-yard line, make it another one, another first to the 41-yard line. Direct snap to the back. He's gonna find a lane, and he's got the first down. And we're running up this clock like crazy. It's 3:30 to go, and another completion. 3rd and inches. Well, guess what? Snake it ahead. First down. Look at the clock draining. Look at it. We're gonna go down, burn their timeouts. 3rd down and 10. Screen. Are we gonna do it again? Another first. Yes, we will. Bama can't do anything. As well, that was dangerous. I mean, if he was a step quicker, that could have been a pick 6, but just please keep it on the ground. We will. 2-minute warning. We find the end zone here. 3rd down and goal. Yes, we can. What a drive. Perfect. Beautiful. Unbelievable. That was so much time, and the score. Bama can't do anything. They have no timeouts, and they're down by 2 scores. At least if we had just gotten a field goal there, Bama could still say, hey, we could tie this thing up and, get over it and deal with it in overtime. But no, they can't even do that. 40 seconds to play, and it's going to come down to an onside kick. Bama, touchdown. And yeah, it will come down to that onside kick to go to the Final Four. Here we go. Onside, picked up. And Oregon State, we're going on. We beat Bama. That was an incredible end-of-game drive to drain just so much time, get a touchdown, and make it so that they just couldn't do anything about it. Quarterback, awesome game. Run game, did enough, did what they had to do. Montgomery, look at that game. I mean, 170 yards and a touchdown, 13 catches, 3 sacks for the defense as well. And a little rematch, taking on Miami once again. We weren't able to get the job done last year. I felt like we could have played it a little bit more aggressively. Could have maybe tried to go for 2 to steal it. I think we're a good enough team now to where we don't need to do that. We can maybe just go head-to-head with them and outplay them. And right now, we are outplaying them. It's 20-6 at half. And Miami still not able to find the end zone. It's 27-6. 4th quarter. Miami needs to put up points. Deep pass. First play in the corner. There's a flag down, but it's picked off. And no way. They're calling this on Miami pass interference, but it's not on us. I don't know about all of that, but hey, we'll take it. We'll take the ball. We'll take a big play. And Miami might be no match for us this year. That throw, perfectly done. Fitted in there for a first down completion. Another 3rd down opportunity. Got the catch. Got the first down. And the way this Oregon State team is operating, they know how to run off this clock. Like, there's already 5 minutes to go. And another completion there. 4th and 1. Hey, I would have considered just straight up going for it. Just keep on going. But they'll kick the field goal, and it's 30-6 now with 5 minutes to go. I mean, 5 minutes came off the clock. They got a field goal. As an interception for Oregon State. This game, it's all on ours. We're going to a national title, and Miami couldn't do a dang thing about it. 30-6. Actually, the score ends up being 40-6. We put up a touchdown there, get another stop, and then, just kick a field goal at the end because we're a bunch of bums who like running up the score, I guess, as we're going to the national title game. And this is a huge one. This gives us a chance to make this video possible, to make it happen. We're taking on Stanford in the national title game, so interesting. Some interesting national title opponents. Stanford, Indiana. Not the team that the sim usually favors, so nice to get a little bit of variety here. 7-7 after the first quarter. We go up, put up 14 now, and Stanford will tie it up. 14-14, and that's where we'll head into half. We'll go into now the third quarter. Stanford is driving. They score. I think they missed the extra point, though, and it'll be 20-14. Our ball to start the fourth quarter. We're down by 6. Can we come out here and pull out a lead, as that's a nice throw over the middle. First down to the 21-yard line. RPO first down again. There you go. As 15 yards out. 8 minutes to play. Sweep it for a gain of 3 as we go to 3rd down and 7. And he's pressured. Sacked. 4th and 12. I'm fine taking the field goal there. That makes sense. Rely on the defense to make a play, do their thing. You got to stop in your defense, as they'll go to the outside, and that will be a start of the drive for 7 yards on the play. Dropping back now as they'll swing it outside for a short one, but he's got a lot of room to run. No defender even near him, and he'll get a big first down on that one. 39-yard line. Stanford, a lot of time. He's extending. He's looking. He's eventually going to go down. Nice job by the defense to not allow anything downfield to get open. 3rd and 12. That one, though, you did allow somebody to get open, unfortunately, as now it'll be at the 46-yard line. 2nd down. They're scrambling again this time. Down and sacked. 3rd and 21. 43-yard line, deep ball. Oh, he's got a step. No! He's gone. Touchdown. No! We can't let that happen. It's 4 minutes to play, and we're down by 10. Come on, guys. Something big here. 2nd and 1. We're going deep. Come on. He's got a step. Yes. Yes, he's going to go. Touchdown. We answer right back, and we keep the dream alive. 3:40 to go, and a 3-point game again. That was almost picked off, and he caught it, broke free, and got a nice gain. As a Stanford got another 10-yarder. 2nd and inches. We send 4, and it's a flag down. There's a flag. Hold up. Pause. I think that's on us. Really? It's going to be pass interference on Oregon State. Up at the 49-yard line. 2nd down. That ball was thrown right at the lineman. Would have been crazy if he picked that one up, but good on him to get his hands up. 3rd down and 9. They're throwing a jump ball. 1-on-1, incomplete. And we'll get that football back with 2 minutes to go. Come on. Just at least get a field goal. 2nd down and 8. 22-yard line, incomplete. 3rd down and 8. Come on, guys. Throwing. It's incomplete and almost picked. 4th down and 8 from our own 22. It's going deep. 1-on-1. Incomplete. No. And that might be it, as there's just 2 timeouts. We got to burn one there. 2nd and 13. Come on, miracles. Come on, a sack. Okay. But we're going to be out of timeouts here, so we may have a minute, and they get a field goal try. They're going deep. They want to end it. Oh, no, we got a pick. We got it. We actually got a pick. We have a chance in this. How do you let that happen? Stanford, you could have just taken a field goal, given us a minute. You've given us a chance to pull this off, to keep it alive. We got to go 50 yards, not 50 yards. I'm over-exaggerating. Maybe 40 yards. Something like that. You gotta go 40 yards, I think. 3rd down and 7. Got the first down, catch and run. And he's at the 47. He's got a big day. It's 160 yards for him. 1 minute to go. He's pressured and sacked. 2nd and 15 turns to 3rd and 15. 50 seconds. Deep ball. Incomplete. It's 4th and 15. How many lives do we have? How many chances? Well, we still got this one. Come on. First down. Unbelievable. It's still still alive. There's still a chance. Second down, got to get a little closer, I feel like. Yeah, we'll take that. That makes it a 52-yarder roughly. I'd like to even get closer. There we go. Now are we thinking touchdown? We have no timeouts, so we can't play it too aggressive. I know clock management in this game gets a little rough, so just, hey, don't do anything stupid. I'll take overtime if we have to. 26-yard line. He's going to go down the middle. Caught inside the 10 to the 5. There's 23 seconds. I think we're just going to kick the field goal. I would love to take one shot at the end zone, though. 22, 21, 20, 19. Spike it. Yeah, they'll kick the field goal. I get it. I understand. I would have liked to just take a shot at the end zone, but also at the same time, if we got, like, sacked there, we would have somehow managed to lose the game because we wouldn't have been able to get a snap off in, like, 14 seconds. Overtime. All right, for the national title. Throw incomplete. Second down and 10. Here you go. Defense, you got a special play in you. It's caught short. Third down and 6. Here you go, Stanford. Oh, it's intercepted! It jumped in front! Picked off! Oh, defense! Thank you! We can do it! We might pull this one off just a field goal. Don't catastrophically mess this up as we get a dump off. First down! And it's chip shot field goal range to pull it off. The throw is caught. We're 6 yards away from a touchdown, but we don't need a touchdown. But we're going for it anyway. To the 2 for the national title. We got it. We pulled it off. Touchdown in the win. Are you serious right now? After everything that happened at the end of that one, somehow we pulled it off. They threw that pick at the end. We converted like a 4th and 15. We got just big plays when we needed them. A pick in overtime. Insane. Incredible. And the dream is still alive. We have 2 years left to win a national title with one team. The one team. We only have one option. Only one team offered us a head coaching job. It's Colorado. That's not bad. Colorado's a 77 overall, but it's Colorado. They do generally have pretty decent talent. Like, they are a pretty decent team in sim. I can work with that. I would have liked a better team, obviously, and I would have maybe liked an option. I didn't have a choice, though. It's the only team. So, here we go. Colorado. I gotta win a title in 2 years with them. I think I can do it. They went 7-6, so the teams that had been offering me are, like, teams that go 4 wins. Syracuse was, like, a 4-win team. Like, Oregon State was like a 2-win team, 3-win team. Like, these teams that had generally been offering me contracts were all like 4-win or less teams. Colorado did win 7 games. So you put me in there after winning 7 games, maybe a little bit of an accelerated rebuild. Like, I could have gotten worse. I mean, my one option could have been like just a straight garbage team. Like, it's possible. I can do it. I can do it. We're just going to 100% though set up for next year. The team is not as good as I would have hoped. We ended up with the 35th class. We got 33 players. The team was really thin, which was really unfortunate. We had to figure out how to just get a quantity of players to fill out the roster. Like, they had a lot of guys leave. So the roster, it's not set for this year. It's not. Like, everything is going to hinge on the last year. And I think that you know, we kind of knew that with 2 years to go. We weren't going to go and win the title one and done unless we got a good team. But yeah, the title, it's going to rely on the final season and trying to build up the team as much as we can. The good thing for us, we have a young quarterback who's got star development. We got an elite running back. Unfortunately, we have a 98 overall tight end, but he's a senior and we won't be able to keep around. He probably would have declared anyway. But yeah, the offensive line, hey, typical Colorado, not a good offensive line. We'll have to fix that. But we got some players in there that could help us out. It's, like I said, a thin team. I don't love the setup with some of the depth at certain positions, but like it has potential, and we do have some good dev traits on some of these players. You can see a lot of stars, a lot of elite devs, even a lot of impact. So the team is a 77 overall, but like I said, I'm playing for next season. We end up going 8-4. So they went 7 wins last year. We go 8 wins this year, and we'll have a bowl game, but we don't care about no bowl game, obviously. And a big reason why the team didn't do as good and didn't look as good, our coordinator stunk really bad. So I'm going to change that, and that'll be better. Like, the coordinators were horrendously bad. We'll get that situated. I think I did a good job there. We'll go into the bowl game where obviously it's not really a big deal for us to win or lose. Obviously, we prefer to win, but like it's inconsequential right now. It's all about the final year, because it's year 15 up next, and regardless of what happens here, the video is going to come to an end, and it's going to determine if we can complete this challenge or not. It's been a long process. We win the game by scoring 18 points, so we got, 6 field goals. Freshman quarterback, he was all right. Not really. 49 completion percentage. He's going to take a big leap, though. I did also put, any remaining points that I had, I put into, development boosts, and I just spent all my points. Development boost, skill cap boost, archetype, or architect, motivator stuff for off-season training boosts. And you can see, look at the coordinators I got here. This is a big difference. The coordinators I had previously had nothing on scheme, and both of these ones are maxed out scheme guys for ratings boosts. That's that is a monumental difference. That's basically a plus 4 overall to the entire team, everybody on the team. So, I mean, imagine everybody that we just had plus 4 overall already, plus whatever they'll get in, the off-season training boost and all that other stuff. Like I said, I did a bunch of stuff to just try to increase the team for this year. I did everything I could to make it for this season. Even the team throughout the year, you can see they went up a little bit overall-wise. So I don't think it'll be our best team, obviously, but it will be a good enough team, I think, especially with how this transfer portal goes. And the portal, we ended up with the number 5 transfer portal class. Could have been a little bit better, but we had to fill in, like I said, where we could. It wasn't... The recruiting for Colorado was a little bit more rough than I would have hoped, but like I said, we got what we could. And I was also prioritizing going after more upperclassmen as well. The best players in the portal will maybe be a freshman who's got a high development. And hey, all respect to a freshman with high development, but we don't need freshmen right now. We need guys who can play. I don't need upside. I need now. I need players now. And here's what the training results look like. Our quarterback took a massive leap, a humongous leap. I don't know, that's crazy. He took just up there now, and with the boost, he's just amazing. So here we go. Look at the plus 10 to the tight end. This team still is not amazing. This would probably be the weakest of the national championship teams if I were to win it. But it's good enough. It's got all the significant positions. It's got a quarterback. You could see here a bunch of 90 pluses with the boost. They're an 87 overall. You could see what the roster looks like top to bottom there. The boost help out big time. So we get to the end of the season, and we're 15th in the country. We're 15th in the country. We did make the conference championship, though, and we face BYU. Number 3, BYU. So, the situation. We have to beat number 3 BYU and hope that's good enough to get us in the playoffs. I think it would be. I think beating the number 3 team, if you're number 15, would get you into the playoffs. No guarantees, though. But, man, we're on the outside looking in for the first time in this situation. But 27-10 is your score going into the fourth quarter. I'm out here stressing like crazy. Here you go, BYU with a big run. So the losses for this team, I know we lost to BYU in this regular season finale, which is funny. So we played them in the regular season finale. Now we play them here. We lost to them. Now we're beating them by 17. And BYU, 4th down and 7. It's going to be a field goal try for the 2-score deficit, and it is good. So we'll be on to 1st down and 10. 8 minutes to play. Pass is caught. And a 2nd down and 4. Bubble screen outside. And he'll have a 1st and 10 situation. Again, now go on the ground. 2nd down and 8. It'll be a run. 3rd down and 3. I guess we're trying to do this, slow, methodical drive to waste time. And I guess I can't blame them for it. A quarterback isn't even playing well. He's got 0 touchdowns and a pick. He's not doing well, but he's going deep here. 2nd down and 9, incomplete. 3rd and 9. 5:40 to go. And he'll throw. Middle, diving crab. He dropped it. It's going to give BYU a chance at least in this one. Man, that's brutal, but hey, BYU, we've been able to handle them so far. They'll run it, and he's not going to get the first down. It'll be 3rd down and 3 as they'll throw it outside. Caught and short. 4th down and 3. Come on, to give us at least a chance in the playoffs. Toss it out, and he's caught the first. That is crazy. What a spin move as they'll run it again. And I guess you could keep running it. You are down by 14. I'm not sweating it. If the clock is draining and you're not getting big plays like that, that is what we can't be allowing. 1st and 10 from the 38 as with that clean pocket, he'll float one. That's 19 yards in the red zone. 3 minutes to play. Can we get off the field here? Throw it into the flat. Oh, it's picked off. Picked, and he's taken it. Oh, he's not going to be caught. Jetted by everybody. Touchdown. That is how you lock up a game. Will it be enough, though? Will it be enough to just get us in there? Just get us a chance. Give us a chance. We just beat the number 3 team in the country. And, okay, round 3. That's crazy. We're in the playoffs as the number 11 seed. Look at that. BYU beat us 31-10. Then we beat them 34-20. Now we got a rubber match. 3 straight games against one team. That's never happened before. That's crazy. Let's see, though. We're on the road this time around, so can we take out BYU? Well, no, we know we can. We can take out BYU, but can we do it this time? Can we do it back-to-back times? I guess if there was an opponent to run into, I'd like to run into an opponent that we're familiar with, even if, you know, like if everybody around us is going to be just as talented or more talented than us, yeah, I'd like to run into the team that I've already played twice. We know them. It's 17-17 basically. Start off this quarter, an incomplete pass. BYU, 2nd and 10 from the 18, throwing over the middle. It's caught, and it's a hit. We fumbled the football. And we scoop it. Run inside the 10, down to the 6. What a shot delivered. And now for the lead. End zone. Touchdown. That is our lead now with 24-17 being your score. What an exciting 30 seconds to start the quarter. Bubble screen out. 2nd and 4. That's a 1st down conversion. 29-yard line. Run it up the middle where he gets a block. And he's getting a 7-yard gain. 8 minutes to go. Screen set up. And he'll have it out with a lot of space. And the block as he's going to get it to about the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the play. We'll send a blitz. And up the middle. Oh, another fumble. Another fumble. It's ours. It's our ball. The lineman missed it. We got it back again. Okay. All right, we're getting a little luck here. Luck on our side. This is insane. All right, let's just get the 2-score lead here. Don't do anything silly. If you're not going to have the biggest, most talented roster in the world, you got to do it by limiting your mistakes and increasing theirs as a touchdown. There's the 14-point lead. Okay, we won by double digits last time against BYU. We could do it again. And with 2 fumbles on our side, can we shut the door on BYU one last time in this video? We helped them win a title. We helped them lose a title. And let's knock them out of the title race altogether. One last time. BYU's played such a big factor in this video. 4th down. It's picked. 6. Gone. That is ours. Our game. Our win. We're taking that. Come on! 21 points on top! 3 turnovers! And BYU can't do anything! They can't do anything right now. They just are fumbling and slipping and stumbling into defeat in this one. And I wouldn't even say it's about us doing all we had to do to win. I mean, they're just making mistakes. They're messing up. And now, 3:30 to go, a sack. And they gotta go 20 yards, 2nd down, middle, caught, 1st down, and a lot more. I mean, they got all their timeouts. I'd be thinking a little bit differently if it was a 14-point game right now, but they get a completion there. Another big hit. They'll give him a 1st down off that one as they'll go to goal from the 1, and he'll get a touchdown. So they have to kick the onside here. And with 2:20 to go, that's our ball. They could still get a stop, though. They have 4 clock stoppages in their back pocket. And we'll throw. Oh, no. No. You threw a pick on the first play of the drive. Are you okay? Are you serious? Okay. Don't panic. Don't panic. Do not panic. All right, the 2-minute warning is hit. 37-yard line. If they hold on to all those timeouts, I'm scared. If they score with all their timeouts. Come on, defense. You got a little help here as they'll complete a pass, and they'll burn a timeout there. All right. I mean, it still is a chance if they keep 2 of them, and that's an incomplete pass. 15-yard line, 1:38 to go. That one short, and they don't burn a timeout there. 1:30 to go, 14 yards out. 3rd down and 9, and he's going to go short again. Stiff arm. He's got to get the first. Crazy. Goal to go. Run. Stop. They hold on to those 2 timeouts still. Come on. End zone touchdown. Just can't recover the onside kick. I'm begging you. Recover. It's ours. It's ours. It's good. We're fine. Okay. Breathe. Why did we do that? Why did we make it so much more difficult than it needed to be? All right, that's 1. But it's a team that we were familiar with. It's a team that we knew very well. How about a team that maybe we don't have the same level of knowledge of? Louisville. Actually, we have played them before, but Colorado here hasn't played them this season. Number 3 in the country, 11-2. So not like a crazy team. Not a bad draw for us, honestly. An 11-2 Louisville team. They're not the craziest. 17-0. I would have thought they'd be a little bit better than this. 17-0 at half. It's actually going to be 17-3. They get a field goal right at the very end. And now 3rd quarter. Louisville, they can't do anything right now. 3 points on the board. I knew they weren't as good as taking on one of these top-tier teams. It's kind of ridiculous, though. They should be playing better than this, but hey, I will take it. Take all the opportunities! Look at that! Another pick! This defense creating turnovers left and right. Picking up where they left off. 32-yard line. Can we get that 3-score lead? As we're already in field goal range, I mean, let's just do what we've been doing and go into that clock drain offense. Oh, you threw a pick. Why did you throw? Our quarterback is selling so hard. Like, if it wasn't for our defense, like a pick 6, near scoop and score, doing all this crazy stuff, our quarterback's selling so hard. He threw a pick in the last game. He threw a pick. Like, he just keeps throwing picks. So bad. All right, 6:30 to go. Just hold on. Don't do anything silly, defense. Don't blow a coverage. And we're still on top comfortably. We just need to not mess up. No major mistakes. Nothing like that. Not like that. That's a big play to the 10-yard line. As now 5:30 to go. They'll throw on the run in the end zone. Wide open touchdown. Quarterback, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I'm begging you, please. 3rd down and 2. Don't go 3 and out. Run the ball. There you go. 1st down. We'll be down to just over 4 minutes to play. Louisville with all their timeouts. That's a nice tight window throw. That's what I need to see from you. Nice pass. 3:20 to play. Screen. All right. Louisville going to start burning timeouts after this play most likely as they'll go read option. This will be a huge conversion. Huge. They got it. And Louisville's got to burn timeouts. That's about as big of a conversion as it gets. That's fine. Take the sack. 3rd down and 12. Play it safe. There you go. Open man. And it's going to be 4th and 3. There you go. Take the field goal. I didn't want to go for it. I was worried that they would. Take the field goal. It's good. 2-score lead with under 2 minutes to go. Just hang on tight. Hold on tight. And we'll be there. We'll be in the Final 4. We'll be 1 step away from pulling this off in a crazy season where we almost didn't even make the playoffs. And over the middle, it's caught Louisville. Hey, it's up to an onside kick. It's up to an onside kick, and I hope the onside kick luck doesn't come back around on me like we recovered one earlier on in this video. 30 seconds to go. That's if they even score, or if they even score with enough time, and they'll have it 1st and goal, 5-yard line, 20 seconds to play, and end zone, touchdown, Louisville. We'll have very little time. 16 seconds onside kick. We missed it. Oh, my goodness. That was close. He missed the ball, but he went back for it. Thank you. That looked a lot like the Boston College one where it went over one guy and the other guy ran past it. We win. We're going to the Final 4. 1 game away from a national title appearance. 2 away from actually completing this challenge, completing our goal, completing this. This is a really difficult one to do. This is really crazy. We're taking on Michigan. That's a tough matchup here. Number 2 in the country, and they are 13-1. As we got to just go and make sure our defense can keep on coming up with big plays. Quarterback, it's really just down to turnovers. Our defense is forcing them, and as long as our quarterback stops making them, then I have all the belief in the world that we can pull it off. We're playing good football in general. Like, we're doing it. Like, we're doing it right now. Fourth quarter, we're up 14-3. Like I said, we're doing it right now. Sack, fumble on the first play. We almost just got a fumble on the first play. Ridiculous. I mean, we've gotten some fumble luck on our side. Interceptions are a little bit maybe more skillful. Fumbles are a little bit more lucky. So, hey, I'll take the luck if I can get it. Incomplete pass on 3rd and 17. They'll punt it. They're down by 11, but you can't go for it on 4th and 17. Dangerous pass, but it's caught, and he'll actually lose the first down on that one. He had it, but then he went backwards. So then RPO, that's a good ball. Good ball, good throw. He hasn't turned it over in this game. Not yet, at least. I don't want to, hold out hope that he might go a turnoverless game, but, like, hey, he's doing good so far, and we're doing enough. Middle, caught, and he's on the run. Can he get by everybody? He was one defender away, one less good angle away from taking it the distance. And the touchdown here, it's a huge difference to get a touchdown and a field goal. We're going to get the field goal, though. No 3-score lead for us, but we will boot a field goal through to make it a 14-point game. And there we go, defense. 5 minutes to go. Once again, no touchdowns allowed for them. Deep pass, and it's picked off! Defense again! Is he gonna go? Yes, he will! Touchdown, Colorado! The defense does it again! 24-3. We flip a switch with this team, and we're going all the way. We're doing this. We're going to the national championship. Deep pass, caught. And how about one more? Score for good measure. 2nd and goal. Run the ball. Cornerback diving, and that is another touchdown. We are going to the national title. From nearly not making it to dominating our way there. Against Michigan, against Louisville, against BYU. Now we go. One more game in this video. My voice is cooked. I am tired. I am stressed out. We're here. We're here. Another 4-sack day. That dude, 2 interceptions, including the pick 6. We take on the number 1 team in the country, Alabama. Alabama is undefeated. They are 15-0. And here we go. 7-0 in this one. It is Alabama football, though. We are up. And they go in the second quarter. 3 points for Bama. Make it a 7-3 game still at halftime. And it looks like they couldn't get any points before, but we are on top. Defensive battle here as Bama gets a score, 7-6, and it is 14-6. Colorado on top. We are winning in the 4th quarter of the national championship in the final game. Come on, picked up. It's him again. Shembo, pick 6 in the last one. Pick him this one. This is incredible. We're doing it. We are going to do it. Inside the 10 to the 9. Goal to go. As we can go over the 2-score lead. As we're dropping. Middle. Oh, no. Picked up in the end zone. Come on. I'm losing it. This is ridiculous. This is such a stressful game. I got a headache. I'm yelling too much. My voice is going too loud. I got a headache. It's 8 minutes to play. 33-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Here you go, Bama. As they got an opportunity, after just throwing a pick to us and handing us an opportunity to win this game, we hand it right back as Bama up the middle for a gain of 4. Run game's done pretty well, about 7 yards a carry. But they are going to go throw it here and get sacked. It's not just the picks or the fumbles. The sacks have been clutch too. 3rd and 19. Not happening for them. 4th down. And the punt is going to be let go. And you have got to be kidding me. That is insane. That is an insane punt. And we almost just got a safety there. We're at the inch-yard line. And that is going to be a safety. Come on. Are you kidding me? What kind of luck is that punt? All right, 14-8, their ball, and now a touchdown gives them the lead. It went from needing them to have a 2-point conversion after a touchdown to just an extra point giving them the lead. That is a huge shift. 4 minutes to play. Outside, caught, past midfield to the 49-yard line. I guess I gotta ask defense, do you got one more in ya? Come on. I don't know how much more I can reasonably ask from them, but a 16-yarder there. 33-yard line. Stopped in the backfield on the sweep. There you go. 2nd and 12. As he throws quick to an open man in between the zones, it's going to be a 3rd down and 3. 2:44 to go. Blitz sent in. They got the screen to beat the blitz, but he breaks the tackle, and he's 4th and 1. It's 4th and 1. Defense, come on. He's stopped. He's stopped. We can end it here. Come on. Incomplete pass. Just end it. Please end it. It's going to be caught. Timeout used. 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8. They're going. Jump ball. It's incomplete. We go 3 and out and barely take up time, and they have a timeout. At least we set them back, though. They got to go 77 yards. They got to go a long way, and that's a good start to the drive. Get a nice gain to the 35-yard line. We'll send 4. Go middle. Safety got down there, but he still brings it in. 42 yards out. 60 seconds to play. Come on, defense. Hold on a little bit longer. No, it's caught. 10 more yards. It's about as close of a 2nd and inches as you're gonna see. That just is a 1st down. We'll take it, though. They'll have to spike the ball, and it's 3rd down and inches. 32 yards out. 45 seconds to play. That's gonna be a 1st down, and it's still we just have to do a little bit more. 39 seconds. They're gonna spike it again. 27 yards out, and they'll spike it. 35 seconds. We've held off in these situations multiple times before. We've done it in the national title. 5 yards and a timeout used. They're out of timeouts. Right down the middle. No! Touchdown, Bama! Touchdown, Bama! 27 seconds to play, and the extra point gives them the lead. 15-14. We still have time. We have a chance. Just get something for field goal range. There you go, timeout. We have to go a decent amount, 25, 30 yards. That's a good play. There you go. That's about 14 yards. We have 1 timeout left. 16 seconds underneath. Caught. And that's going to be the final timeout. 45-yard line. Come on. 11 seconds over the middle. Caught. It's caught at field goal range. Come on. Come on. Get back there. Spike it. Spike it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Spike the ball. We can do it. Field goal for the win, for the national title. We got here. Come on. Kick is good. We got it. Field goal is good. We win it all. We won it. We won it. I'm losing my voice. We won it, though. We did it. 17-15 on a last-second field goal. Couldn't have gotten any more perfect than that. Oh, my goodness. He couldn't even have scripted it better. Like, what? That is crazy. All right. We did it. We got it. 15 years, 5 championships, 5 teams, and we had to do it on a real-time crunch with Colorado. We had to do it a year earlier, and after missing out on a national championship with Boston College the year we made it the first time, and after missing out on that, like, 4 overtime game where we had a chance with BYU, it looked like those two would be kind of the years that sold us in the end, and we'd come 1 year shy. But we finally won one year early. Like, we weren't able to do it. But yeah, here it is. Here it is. Here's your proof. Here it is. Colorado, Oregon State, Syracuse, BYU, Boston College. 15 years on the dot. That was crazy. All right, guys. I really hope you enjoyed that. That was a lot. That was a lot of fun. Really stressful. There were some crazy games in here. So if you want to see more challenges, you could recommend something. If you tell me what you think of the video. Like, comment, and subscribe, as all that stuff is super helpful. And yeah, I will see you guys all in the next one.